Hello, welcome. BZ here. Where have you been? No, where have I been? That's the question. That is the question. Welcome to the Doom Vlog, episode 29. So close to 30. It could have been 30 today. Could have been 30, but it wasn't because I didn't do a Doom Vlog last weekend. And I've got to say, I apologize because I got in here, I got prepped, I downloaded a few things, and then I just didn't feel it. It was like, I'm going to be here till 3 in the morning, and I just felt overwhelmed and decided last minute, no, it's not going to happen. I'm going to sit in here, I'm going to watch some movies and eat some snacks, and I'm just going to call it even, leave it at that. And I did sit in here and eat some snacks and watch some TV and fell asleep at about maybe 2 or 3 or something in the morning, and missed half the night. But here I am, I'm back, I'm really here, I'm really here. So welcome, guys, episode 29. I did see 3 people waiting in the pool of people. It's down to 1, I think. I'm not sure. Yep, we're down to 1. They'll come back. They have to come back. They're intrigued. They're intrigued by my thumbnail, intrigued by my loading screen. I'm putting out the good vibes. More people are coming back. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'd like to welcome you all to episode 29 of the Doom Vlog. I just call it the Doom Vlog. And in attendance, as always, is my resident best friend, really, besides my real human best friends. My resident best friend here is Roddy, Rotten Roddy the camera. What can we say about Rotten Roddy? He's always here, ever present, all-knowing, all-seeing, unjudgmental. The best quality any person or animal or even a bunch of circuits and wires bunched together with a lens could ever be. So welcome Roddy. He's been well behaved lately, so I'm quite happy about that. One thing I will tell you about Rotten Roddy is I put it on my Instagram, but I'll show you. I was going to show you a picture, but I couldn't load it in time to actually show you. Maybe I could load it while I'm talking. Let's see if this is probably a better way of doing it. Will it let me do it? Let's type in here, Roddy. I have a feeling this is all going to go sideways. And, oh, no, I've lost my screen. No, you know what? This isn't going to work. I don't like it. I don't like doing this while I'm doing a live. Not that smart. Let's just get down what I'm talking about. I found this little guy. When I did my last check of the charity bin dump, because the people that put them in the bin, we don't touch those. They stay in the bin. That's the bin's property, the charity's property. But the people I saw somebody do it the other day. Drove up, had a look, pulled the handle of the bin, went in their car and just dropped stuff on the ground. You're not allowed to do that. It's dumping. It's dumping. You're being wasteful, and especially when it's rainy, you're just making things messy for everyone, and it's actually illegal. You can be fined for it. So please don't do that. But the people that do that, you give me and other people an option to go and find things. Don't always find things, but sometimes I do. Like I found 7 of those Back to the Future VHS tapes just lying in front of the charity bin in the rain. Had to clean them all and dry them all and flatten them all and put them all back together again. But, some people win. It's just illegal, so please don't do it. But I found this little fella lying in the dirt, actually quite far from the charity bin, but close enough to be in the vicinity of. And I was like, it's Rotten Roddy. It's Rotten Roddy. I'm going to show this to you. If you go to my Instagram, you'll already know. Look at this guy. I think Rotten Roddy's not going to like seeing himself, so let's cover this so you get a better view. Look at this guy. That is Rotten Roddy. Scar as fuck. Punk as fuck. YouTube's probably going to ding me for it already saying the F word. Not too far into the episode, but look, that's Rotten Roddy. How cool is that? Eh? Is that... That's Rotten Roddy. By the way, I don't know what that song was. It was meant to be Punk Scar. Yeah, pretty cool, hey? Pretty cool. Got a little miniature Rotten Roddy in his Scar as punk as fuck uniform. This is probably something else, who knows? Hopefully it's not one of those skibbity toys. Oh, God, I hate them so much. Let's just... Will focus there. Rotten Roddy. Rotten Roddy, does that feel weird looking at yourself? Looking into the eye of the demon. Will he focus on himself if I get this close? He's actually got a pretty good lens. He's got a pretty good lens. Look at that. Rotten Roddy's doing a good job. That is amazing. But how cool is that? He's got black hands. I don't know why that is. I guess he's like a black camera. But there you go. Very cool. I had him sitting on the top of my Millennium Falcon. Let's put him back up there. Will he stay? Please stay. All right, so here we are for another riveting balls to the wall episode of the Doom vlog. Why am I stuck? What am I stuck on? Probably on a cable. Yep, cable. Oh. I've been trying to tidy up in here. It's been a little bit hectic in here lately. I take 2 things out, I bring 2 things in. This room essentially is, for the most part, clean. However, there's just piles of things, like, you know, ankle height, calf height things, like bags of food for what I have in stacks. I haven't packed them away. Other random stuff I bought, things that have turned up, that I'm running out of room again. I don't know what to do about it. I'm kind of like cringing. I'm cringing. Is Roddy focusing on me? Thank you, Roddy. Now, up here. No, I'm not going to do that. Up here. See this movie? Playing up here. There's a movie playing up here. We do this every time we do a Doom vlog. We have a movie up here. I try not to pick movies that will ding me, that will get me done for copyright. A lot of the time it's a little bit blurry, so I can get away with it. And I choose movies for the most part that are out of copyright. Not sure if this one's out of copyright. And I think it's newer. Let me just see this without showing it to you. Hang on a second. It has to be old. It's not going to tell me, is it? No, it's not going to tell me, but it looks old. The actors in it are very old. I'll tell you one of the actors in it, you might figure it out. It has got, what's his name? Jeff Fahey, Tony Todd, and D. Wallace Stone in it. So that will give you an idea. Jeff Fahey, Tony Todd, and D. Wallace Stone. You won't guess it. I don't think you'll guess it. But if you do guess it, you get extra points from me. The points don't equate to anything physical. Usually you would get a crisp to Roddy high five, and you would get like a slow clap that gets faster and faster like in the 80s. But we'll see how you go, because personally, I don't think you're going to get this. If you do get this, then my beanie's off to you. My hat's off to you. The Alstorm beanie is off to you. But here we are. So look, guys, I'd like to say thank you for coming. If you're here, I haven't done a spot check on the channel for a few minutes. Let's just do that. Still 1 live viewer. I'd like to say welcome. And while I say welcome, I'd like to ask you, maybe, if you aren't already, maybe you'd like to subscribe. Subscribing is a really important thing, along with liking, commenting, and sharing. It's a small gesture by you. For me, it's a huge gesture, because it means that YouTube's... Oh, have I lost Roddy? What's going on here? I feel like I've lost Roddy. Hang on. Can you still hear me? Can people still hear me? Hang on. Roddy. Oh, my camera has gone. My source camera has gone. Can I go back to... There we go. I don't know what happened there. I do not know what happened. I lost Roddy for a second. Just when I was saying that Rotten Roddy was doing very, very well. Yeah. I don't know. That was very bizarre. Yeah, so I lost my train of thought. Yeah, a like, a subscribe, a comment, a share if you don't want to watch, but you want to share with someone who likes this kind of content. All of that is meaningful to me. I'm a very small channel. I almost hit 150 subscribers recently. I've been here for like nearly 3 years. It's not far off of 3 years. And I'm trying to get a little bit more visibility. So every little bit counts. We just chat. Everyone likes a chat. Why don't you just pass it on to somebody? If you don't want to watch, subscribe. If you do want to subscribe, you can always unsubscribe later. Saying unsubscribe and subscribe too many times actually ties my tongue in a twist. But you can always unsubscribe later. No problems. I've got people dropping in and dropping out. That's fine. But I'd like to get up to 200 subscribers, and then, 300, 400, 500, etc. So any little bit helps. If you can, that would be fantastic. Thank you so very much. All right, guys. So I was going to say, actually, things keep jumping into my head. I was chatting to my mate Mark McBride today. He sent me that photo that I put on Instagram of him watching me in Thailand, and that was really cool. I really liked that, actually. But we had a bit of a chat today, and I was trying to get my other mate, Richard, to come in tonight to sort of bounce off of each other. Somebody in here to bounce off of each other, just have a chat. And it didn't happen. That's okay. People are busy. And then I did the same thing with Mark, and Mark was busy as well. And that's okay. And everyone's tired. But one day, at some stage soon, I might get one of those guys to come in when I've given them a bit more time to actually consider it. Because he's come back as well, fresh from overseas. That's fair enough. To get somebody else in here to have a chat, I think a bit of bouncing off of each other would be a good thing. It's great having you guys in the chat. And we can still continue with that, obviously. But having somebody here to sort of, I don't know, like bouncing off the energy of each other would be an idea I'd like to explore a little bit more. All right, so what we're going to do very, 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 very first is, what do we normally do first? I think we normally do beer. Here we are, ready for beer. Now, here's the thing I'm going to tell you. There's a couple of things I want to drink tonight. I might drink a little bit more than normal tonight. Free the tongue, just for something different to do. Hopefully it doesn't get me into any trouble. I ramble too much or say something I shouldn't say. But we're going to drink a beer that, to me, is undrinkable. It's 8%. And I should have known when I bought the 4-pack. It was like nearly 6 months ago. I've been trying to get through 4 beers that are 8%. These beers are called Strong. I'm going to pull it out of the fridge. I'll show it to you. It's called Strong. 8%. But when you drink it, the first thing you taste is not beer. It's alcohol. So it's alcohol first with a bit of beer in the background. So I've got one beer left. And it's just a little bit too strong for me. I've been trying to find something that I can put with it to just tame it down a bit. So today I went to Dan Murphy's to pick up some beers for the vlog, and I got 3. Sorry, I'm doing it down here. I got 3, but one of them I thought was it was a German beer, and I didn't really look at the ABV. I just kind of went, oh yeah, it's fine. It looks like a good one. And the guy at the counter goes, that's alcohol free. I was like, oh damn, I should have looked. And I was like, hang on, that's fine. It was only a couple of bucks. It looked like a good one. It's from Germany, obviously, and I'll keep it, because I'll mix it with my strong beer. And I know it's probably heresy. I'm not going to be doing the beer advocate tonight. We're just going to mix that beer with the other beer, tame it down a little bit, and I'll have double the beer, kind of, sort of, I think, hopefully. All right, so let me get that out of the fridge, and I'm going to have to pour 2 beers into 1 glass. Do you guys remember, I don't know if anyone remembers a type of beer called Black and Tan. I don't know if they still do it. I do remember in the 90s going to pubs in Sydney and wherever, and one of the things you could get was a Black and Tan. A Black and Tan would be a darker beer and a lighter beer. I can't remember which one. Someone might educate me on that. It would be maybe an ale or a draft, and I don't really remember. But it was a Black and Tan. So it was a darker beer and a lighter beer, and they were mixed together into one schooner, and that was what it was called, Black and Tan. We're sort of doing a similar thing tonight. That was not technically a Black and Tan. So just bear with me for a second. I'm going to put on the pink logo screen, Punk is pink, on, and I'm going to get the beer out of that fridge there. Just give me a second. You can have a think about what this movie might be. Maybe. It's not a very good movie. I'm glad it's in widescreen, though. So that's a good thing. Always a good thing. Hang on. You'll hear me bumbling around. Hang on a second, guys. I won't take very long. Just bear with me just for a second. It won't take me very long to get to the beers. All right, I found the beer I wanted to find. There's the first one. And where's the second one? Where did I do with it? Oh, it's in the corner. All righty, there we go. Don't you worry, we've got it all sorted out. Don't you worry, pretty little heads about it. All right, let's show them to you. Hang on a second. Is anybody in the chat? Does anybody want to say something in the chat? Anybody want to stop me from using this stupid voice? Anyone? I don't even know what this voice is. Hang on. Back to Rotten Roddy, and go. There we go. Now, and by the way, I did get a couple of questions about this jacket that I wear, that on the back says, oh gosh, can you see it? I think it says TKD. No, TKE. TKE. Oh no, my hoodie's in the way. Anybody know what this is? This jacket was a film jacket. It was from a film, see the feather here, that they codenamed The Feathermen. I do believe that was the original book title, possibly. It's actually, the book became The Killer Elite, which was a movie made back in the day. I can't remember the actors in it, and then got remade in Melbourne. I've got it. Actually, did I buy it? Yeah, I did buy it. With Robert De Niro, Jason Statham, and a few other people. But yeah, I did get asked about it. So this jacket, the feather is there because someone thought it was from New Zealand. What is wrong? I need to drink water. Hang on. Got a new water bottle because I lost my Star Wars one. Yeah, too much talking. The Killer Elite. So that's the Feathermen, being the feather. And they give you jackets at the end of each film. It's been a long while since I've been in films. Let's have a look at the beers. This is the one that is too strong. 8.8. I forgot it was 8.8. Lion Strong. I bought this thinking 8.8, sweet. This is going to be great. Man, I got to tell you, so wrong. So wrong. Not so wrong. So wrong. This is very, very strong. Like unbearably strong. I remember drinking the first one. I struggled through it. It's a nice tall beer. I struggled through it. The second time I drank it, I had half. I left it for quite a while and I finished the rest later in the night. The third one, I got about halfway in. I was like, nah, I'm going to beat this. My body will move on past it. My body will move on past it and I'll be fine. I'm just going to drink it. My body will get used to it. No. Got about halfway and I ended up walking outside and just tipping it out. This is my last one, and I'm determined that I'm going to make it better. So we're going to add this Weihenstephaner Hefeweißbier, which is wheat beer. And what I didn't realize was the words alcohol-free is alcohol-free. So I'm holding it away from the camera. Come on, Rotten Roddy. Weihenstephaner. Alrighty, come on. Hefeweißbier and alcohol-free. We're going to put these two together. Probably heresy, because this on its own will probably taste wonderful regardless of it being alcohol-free. But I need to tame this horrible beast, and I don't want to waste another can. I just want it out of my fridge. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour this one first. Actually, this will be really frothy, so I'll pour this one first. Probably a better idea. You ready? Let's do a bit of ASMR. Into my Hard Rock Cafe. I don't think it's a pint glass. Someone please educate me. Is this a pint glass or is it teardrop glass? I don't really know what these are called. Is it still equal a schooner? But it's my fuck it. It's my fuck it glass. Or Phuket. It's Phuket. I say fuck it. Just fuck it. All right? Oh, god damn it. Just fuck it. It's my Hard Rock Cafe fuck it glass. So let's not pour it over the keyboard because I have made mistakes in the past. Let's get about, gosh, I don't know. I just want to use as much as possible. Maybe that? Maybe I can enjoy the rest of the beer on its own if I do half of it. God almighty, that is so strong. You don't smell beer. You smell alcohol. And look, I'm not against alcohol. I like alcohol. I mean, God knows you all know I like alcohol. I do a beer segment every weekend. But on its own, or like dominating a beer, no thank you. So let's crack this open. Where's my little lizard key thing? Crack this open. I hope I haven't bumped it. It's not too frothy. Look at that murkiness. You can't really see because of the light. I got the light behind me. All right, let's give it a go. Anyone know what the movie is that I'm watching? Please don't froth on me. Oh, very good. Can I get it in the bin? No, way off. All right, let's get. Gosh, this smells really good. You can smell the wheat in this German beer. I've been really getting into German beer lately. Really getting into German beer. Let's pour it slowly so the mixing doesn't actually cause problems. It needs to tame it down. All right, that's enough. It's going to froth up a little bit. Look at the head on that. So this is my version of a black and tan, but not really. But not really. I reckon we can make this work. Put you both over there. I think I'll get a little bit more out of you. Oh yeah, I might get the second one out of you. I've got more beer in the fridge anyway, guys. If I get through 2 of these, which I find highly unlikely, I've got more in the fridge. Got a couple more, including an 8%. I don't know why I did it. 8% alcoholic beverage, it's called. It's like a beer, but it's a different company from Pirate Life. I'm not going to go back to Pirate Life anymore. Cheers, guys. It's a bit of froth on there. I'm going to drink through it. Oh, much better. Much, much better. All right. So can you all hear me?
Can you all hear me?
I hope you can all hear me. I'm not seeing anything in the chats. You don't have to join the chat, but I would love it if you joined the chat. We're going to get to talking about physical media soon. I promise. I promise you. That's what we're here for. It's what we're always here for. What I want to say as well is I want to congratulate myself just a little bit, because I started about 12:30, 12:40, which is not the time I normally start. I did honestly try to start earlier. I was in here early, and I was planning to start by about 12. Well, yeah, around 12. And I couldn't start around 12. Actually, I think I started around 12:45 tonight, actually. Sorry, beg your pardon. I've only been on for half an hour. But still, 12:45 is better than 1:30. When you start at 1:30, you lose hours and hours. So I'm very happy about it. 12:45 is much better than 1:30, and I did come in here and still had a lot to do. I don't know if you guys know much about making videos, but and I'm not trying to stand on a soapbox or congratulate myself because I'm so awesome, because I'm not, but it takes a lot of side effort. There's a lot of building, the building of scenes and sources, checking, making sure all of my cameras and my microphones are all working correctly, and then setting up the movie, putting on all the lights in here, basically being prepped, making sure I got beer, making sure I've got stuff to show you that I've brought in here. Everything's in its right place. So tonight it took a long time. I had to build my thumbnail. So yeah, still good. 12:45. I'm feeling quite happy about that. Very, very happy about that. So very stoked to be a little bit early. Very stoked indeed. All right, so much better. The alcohol tamed, much more tamed. Is that a sentence? Much more tamed, much more tamed. Now, while I'm drinking this, I'm just going to mention something that is a little bit sad. It's a little bit sad. 2 things are a little bit sad. We've lost a couple of legends in the field in the last few days. We've lost Ace Frehley. Let me just get my phone for a second, because I only found out about today. Ace Frehley did die, so rest in peace, Ace Frehley. I do believe that Ace Frehley had an accident or something. Let me just do the over the glasses look. Ace Frehley, founding member. Oh, he was a founding member. I didn't realize he was a founding member of KISS. Founding member of rock group KISS, dies at 74. Now, he was 74, but he still had a lot of life left in him. And, you know, losing anyone is a tragedy, absolutely a tragedy for anyone, for family, for friends, for people that knew them. But once again, we've lost, I feel like I'm getting older by the minute. 52 years of age, it was my birthday recently. I feel that like, we're just starting to see the loss of a lot of legends in the field out there. And Ace Frehley was one of those legends. 74. What happens? Reported Thursday night. Oh, that was a little bit ago. US time that he died in New Jersey, surrounded by his family. The guitarist suffered injuries after a fall at his studio. Oh, no. He suffered... Oh, right. Okay. So the guitarist suffered injuries after a fall at his studio in September and was on life support for some time. So it was a bit of a long, drawn-out affair, unfortunately, for Ace Frehley. Totally a tragedy, man. Very much a tragedy. I'm raising a glass to you, Ace. Raising a glass to you. Fly free, my friend. The other thing I wanted to talk about was another person we lost. I'm just trying to find his name. I know his artwork very well. He's a very famous artist for film, the movie industry. You'll know. Let's bring him up on the screen. You'll know who he is. His name is Drew Struzan. Drew Struzan. And I saw today on Instagram. Let me just read it because I don't have Instagram on my computer yet. It is with a heavy heart. Oh gosh, I can't read that. It's with a heavy heart that I must tell you that Drew Struzan has moved on from this world as of yesterday, October 13th. Oh, that was actually some time ago then. What's today? The 17th? 19th. So this has come up late in my feed. I feel it is important that you all know how many times he expressed to me the joy he felt knowing how much you appreciated his art. And this is from Greg, his Instagram manager. I'm going to bring up Drew Struzan's artwork, just briefly, just so you can have a look. You will know his artwork. You will know his artwork immediately. He's done Indiana Jones, Star Wars, Big Trouble in Little China. Let me just bring something up here. Hang on a second. Hang on a goddamn second. Is that a separate tab? Very good. Very good. The beer hasn't kicked in enough. Let's go. Drew Struzan. Struzan. You'll know him. You'll know him regardless of how grey he was in his hairs at the end. He did Hook as well. Can I look at some images? I just don't like the white background on screens. I wish we could do a black background. Let's just swap to my desktop screen. Hang on. You'll see me down there. Hang on a second. There we go. All right, so not super good at bringing big images up, but you'll know images like this one here, which may come up. Oh, it's come up quite large. You'll know these images. These are Drew Struzan. I'm down here if anyone hasn't seen me. This is Drew Struzan. Of course you know his artwork. He's done so many things. Look. You know this artist. You know this artwork. I'm not too sure how old he was when he died. That's something I could look up. But look at this artwork. Look at these iconic images. Oh, Harry Potter. Hook. Look at that poster. That was Drew Struzan. These images, man. Just amazing. Amazing artist. Is there another one that was a big one? Oh, was that Ewok? Did he do Ewok Adventure? Was that what that one was from? Ewok Adventure? I think it is. No, that was Jawas. What am I doing? He's also done, obviously, Indiana Jones. You'll know this image. You'll know many of these images. I thought he did one of the other ones. Oh, there you go. What a fantastic artist. Harry Potter. You know, Philosopher's Stone, movie posters. I'm sure he's done a lot more than what you could see. Dies at age 78. There you go. 78. Wow. Was that the same age as... No, it was 75 for Ace Frehley, wasn't it? Was that 75? Boy. I swear I said 75. 74. So 178, 174. Makes me worry about my 70s. Makes me worry about my 70s. Is this what? I guess I'm not famous, but... You know, I'm famous to my family and my friends, aren't I? Your 70s. I guess that's what you got to be careful about. There he is. That's the image I saw today. Oh, The Thing. Come on. I saw also Big Trouble in Little China. What an iconic poster. Where was it? I saw it earlier. Big Trouble in Little China. Oh, what? Didn't I just... Hang on. What just happened here? Didn't I just click on... Oh, he did the Goonies poster. Oh, my God. What a dude. Seriously. Actually, I just watched the Goonies with my kids tonight. Again. But I'm looking for... Oh, yeah, Back to the Future. When I say the guy was a force of nature, I want you to... Some homework for you. Look up Drew Struzan. Struzan. Drew Struzan. There's the... Oh, right, that's under film posters. That's why it didn't come up. Have a look at... Look under his name. Look under his name. Use his name in a search and click over to images and just go through all these. Oh, here's a... Look... Oh, just so much good stuff. I wanted to show you that Big Trouble in Little China poster, but you will all know it. You'll already all know it. Oh, there we go. Is that the one? That's the one. That poster there. Drew Struzan. The guy was a force of nature. So, yeah, I just wanted to raise my glass to Ace Frehley and to Drew Struzan. Let's go back to Roddy Cam. Oh, I typed in Fru Struzan like a doofus. It still came up though. Can we reduce this because it's very bright? Let's go back to Roddy Cam. I'm on the wrong screen. What is going on right now? You don't normally see... There we go, Roddy Cam. You shouldn't have seen my YouTube screen. You shouldn't have seen my YouTube screen. Maybe you could use it to get information out of me somehow, but all you'll see is just a list of my videos, which you should all watch, by the way. I do ramble, and I'm going to have more beer than normal tonight, but we just talk. The Doom vlog is not about Doom prepping. The Neon Doom Room isn't about neon lights. Some people think it is. It's not. There's no neon lights in the Doom Room, but it's about an era. My title, Neon Doom Room, is about an era. When you watch movies and it's nighttime and there's like neon lights and like there's people dying and there's aliens, the Doom and the neon in my room. And the Doom vlog is just an extension of that. It's just a chat. It's a vlog. It's just a chat where we get to hang out. I get to talk to you and we get to have a bit of back and forth. Now, what I tend to do when I watch a vlog, if I find a vlog I like, is I don't always have time to watch the whole thing. So what I end up doing is I put my earbuds in, I start watching it, then I put my earbuds in, then if it's a good listen, I'm enjoying the talking, I put my phone in my pocket and I go about my day. Do the dishes, hang clothes, go to the shops, plugs into my phone holder in my car, and I'm driving around listening to it, and that's how I get by. And I've been doing a lot of listening to vlogs lately. So hopefully you guys might find this a little bit entertaining as well. We will get to the more fun stuff soon. This is just the beer section where I get to ramble and talk about beer. But we are also honouring, cheers, Drew Struzan and Ace Frehley. I don't want to put this down because this now, the Lion Strong, is eased up. Have you guessed this movie yet? Have you guessed it? You won't guess it. You won't guess it. It's a ridiculous movie. In fact, let me look at the year it was made because I have a feeling it was the mid 90s. Mid 90s. I'll give you a hint though. Can I give you a hint? Does anybody want a hint? Does anybody want to jump in the chat and let me know if you want a hint? Because I can give you a hint. I can give you a hint easily. Let me go here, new tab. Let's go. I don't know how to spell this time. Yes, that one there. I just want the year. Just give me the year. The movie. The movie, not the. Yes. Oh, okay. I was thinking mid 90s maybe, but no, 2006. Oh, it's so bad as well. When I look at it, I was like, so bad. Also, no. Okay. Okay. I keep going to almost saying the name of the movie. Let me tell you another name. Oh, that's giving away the name. In another country, maybe America, it has the word Eden in it. But in Australia and maybe the UK, I'm not too sure, but the last word, it's got two words. The last word is Rex, as in WRECKS, Rex, like you get a car wreck. Rex. So one of the country regions titles has the last word Rex, and the other one, which I believe is in America, maybe America as a whole, or South America, North America, has the word Eden as the second word out of three. So maybe you can guess. That's too much of a hint for all of you, but maybe you can guess. Who knows? Maybe you can guess right. I'll be very, very impressed if you guess right. Very, very impressed indeed. Now, I'd just like to say that I've been listening, like I said before, to some live vlogs and stuff, and I found a channel, which is also a podcast, by two people, lovely people, in a movie I love, or a set of movies I love. If you all are fans of The Lord of the Rings, you might know that two of the hobbits, Merry and Pippin, played by Dominic Monaghan and Billy Boyd, are good friends. Became very, very good friends on The Lord of the Rings. In fact, they bonded in a very special way. They didn't just become compatriots because they had to work right next to each other. They ended up sharing that relationship outside into their real world lives, and became best friends, and are constantly in contact with each other. And they also have a weekly podcast, which is a YouTube podcast as well, called The Friendship Onion. I'll repeat that again, The Friendship Onion. I would highly recommend that you watch The Friendship Onion. In fact, if I can bring it up, can I type it in here with one hand so I can hold my beer? Friendship. Oh, that's not how you type friendship. Friendship Onion. Got a very catchy jingle at the beginning of it as well. There. Oh, it's not like this white background. Can I find an image that is not going to get me in trouble? Do. No, that's a video. Oh no, it's not a video. There we go. Let's go to desktop screen. Billy Boyd, Dominic Monaghan. They just talk about everything. They always seem to spice up their episodes with talk about Lord of the Rings, because obviously they have hundreds of hours and days worth of stories to bring back from the Lord of the Rings. But also because they became friends on the Lord of the Rings, obviously you'd have a lot to talk about. So they constantly reference those, and fans of this podcast do like to have the conversations with them about that. but they talk about a lot of other things too. So if you know Dominic Monaghan and Billy Boyd in terms of who they were as actors on The Lord of the Rings, you'll know that they're both quite humorous people. They're not very serious. In fact, a lot of the time they spent together, they spent doing pranks on each other, being silly and doing gags and making each other laugh. And that is literally what translates across to The Friendship Onion. When you watch that, there's a lot of conversations about certain things, like they always talk about food, so they do a food review, type of food review, where they eat the world. And, they just talk about random things. So somebody might bring up a Lord of the Rings thing or a Hobbit thing. They talk about that. They have little competitions, like a little, what would you call it? Not competitions, like questionnaires. And then they just talk about random topics, but in a Billy Boyd and Dominic Monaghan kind of way. I cannot get enough of it. Honestly, it just is so light and beautiful and easy, and the aura of friendship that glows from this show, The Friendship Onion, is kind of infectious. I don't know how to, it just puts something good and happy into the world, and that just makes me very, very happy inside. So I would highly recommend that if you do want to, that you watch The Friendship Onion. I'd like to fill the screen with this image. Can I make this image bigger? Nope, 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 nope. Not going to work. I just want to show you that anyway. Please don't. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, there you go. So I highly recommend that you do jump on. This is not sponsored. Obviously, I'm too small to even be considered as somebody who would be sponsored. But I would highly recommend to anybody who likes a podcast style video or just podcast style podcast to go onto YouTube or maybe go on to one of your podcast streaming services and look for The Friendship Onion. Highly, highly worth every second of your listening time and watching time. So go ahead and do that. And I'm going to go back to Rotten Roddy Cam. There we are. Have you guessed the movie yet? One country says it has the word Rex, as in car Rex, in it. Rex. And another country region has the word Eden in it. Has anybody guessed what movie it is? Anybody? It actually looks pretty good, like well shot for considering what it is. But 2006, they had the camera sorted out by then for the most part. But this is low budget. Jeff Fahey. Let's read the people that are in it again. Maybe that will help you guess it. Jeff Fahey, Tony Todd, and D. Wallace Stone. Do you remember D. Wallace Stone? Could he have been in something called Candyman, maybe? He could have been in Candyman. Candyman. Don't say it, Candyman. Are you meant to say it in front of a mirror? I don't know. I don't remember. All right. So I think we need to move on past the beer segment. I should drink more of it. I forgot to say what I normally say at the beginning of each episode. I normally say, welcome to High Plains Drifters, Raiders of Lost Arks, and Busters of Ghosts. How could I forget to say such a thing? It was new. I've only started that like a few weeks ago, so I will remember eventually. So let us go to what we normally do at this time of the night, and let's talk about physical media. Now, I'm going to talk about what I found in terms of physical media. I have not been doing a lot of op shopping. I've been way too busy. Things have been way too hectic for me. So I'm not really asking for forgiveness, so to speak. But I am, I guess, sort of just letting you know that I can't buy up a million, trillion, gazillion things. So I get what I get, and I don't get upset, as they say to the kiddies. And when I find stuff, I'll let you know. And plus, I'm really, really running out of room in here. Really running out of room. And I'm going to whittle things down. So before I get into Let's Get Physical Media, let us just have a chat about the up-and-coming Ascot Theatre. Have I got that? Am I losing my mind? Am I losing my... Astor. What did I say? Ascot. Astor Theatre has a film festival bazaar every single year, usually in October. And I always say, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. I'm going to take some money. I'm going to buy some stuff for myself. Who knows? Maybe I'll find shopping mall. Yeah, right. As if that's ever going to happen. But no. Every year I go, yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. It's going to be fun. I never go. This year round, I actually signed up to be a vendor. Can you freaking believe it? I signed up to be a vendor. The main reason I signed up to be a vendor is I have, look, I wouldn't say I have tons of DVDs. I have some DVDs that I have doubles of. I actually really need to go through my collection and pick out things that I do have doubles of, because I have been doing that, but not enough. I need to really be picking my ones I've got on Blu-ray out and pulling them out, taking them out, because I've got them on Blu-ray. I really don't have the room to be having doubles. I was doubling up for a while there, thinking, no, it's all part of the collection. No, I don't have room for it. If I had double the space, I'd have double of everything. I wouldn't care. But right now, I'm just, you can see behind you. Look at the pile. Look at the pile down there. That's a pile. I got piles. I mean, I love these VHS tapes, but I got piles going on. I can't make things work. A lot of my VHS tapes that I wanted out are packed up. So I signed up, and I've yet to hear back from them whether I'm successful or not, to sell a bunch of stuff, including some toys, some books that I don't know how to sell, some good film books. Some good film books. But I can't keep them. I need to move them on. Oh yeah, I just found the Killer Elite. There you go. The Killer Elite, the Feathermen. Just found the Killer Elite. For some reason, I just looked over there and saw it. Because I've never watched this. I worked on it, never watched it. I've got a bunch of cool design drawings that we used as plans to build stuff. Saved up. One day I might show them to you. I have plenty of things to show you. All right, so if you are interested, I will keep you updated as to whether I get in. It's kind of a weird system they've set up. They've set up a form. I filled out the form, gave them everything they need. They asked me if I was very particular about where I can have a table, and I was like, no, I'm not that particular. As long as it's, you can find me. I don't want to be in a back corner where no one can see me. Other than that, not picky. Let them know I do YouTube videos, so it's good for everyone, really. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And then nothing. So they had a cutoff date of the 15th of October. That's already come and gone. I haven't heard anything via email. I sent them a message a few days after cutoff just to say, hey, can you let me know how you respond to people regarding the answer as to whether anyone's getting a table or not. No response. They said a 48-hour turnaround. I haven't heard anything yet, but I'm assuming there's been a lot of applicants, so we'll have to wait and see. But if you could all cross your fingers for me, that would be fan-freaking-tastic. My voice is about to crack again, so I'm trying to use it for some emphatic release. I don't know if that's a real word. So hopefully you might see the Neon Doom room being me at the Astor Theatre, so the Astor Film Bazaar, which is November 29th. So if you do want to go along to it, I would highly recommend you do. It's something I've been meaning to do. We played a trailer for it on the weeks before last week's episode for the Astor Film Bazaar. To let you know how it works, I'm going to tell you, don't expect things to be cheap. It's going to be vendors. It's going to be cool vendors. I'm not saying they're not going to be cool. Astor Film Bazaar. They got a cool video. Can we show you the video? Let's just go back to desktop screen. Can I just bring this up? Let's just bring this up for a second. Can I do this? Is that going to work? Hang on, let me just pause it. Pause you, full screen. Let's go back to desktop screen. No, don't do that. That's not what I want. Desktop screen. Yeah. Can I move this away without losing it? The Astor Theatre. This is the Astor Film Bazaar. Huh. Yeah. You go to the Astor Film Bazaar. Gonna have fun if you drive there in a car. Get some films for yourself. Maybe you put them on your dusty shelf. Astor Film Bazaar. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna rap anymore. Cause my body's gonna be on the floor. Cause of the beer in my hand. You understand? Gotta stop talking now before I get it wrong. Alright guys, so this is the Astor Film Bazaar. It'll be fun. You'll find cool things. Don't expect it to be cheap. We all know what our hobby is like. Our hobby is very expensive. Very expensive. Let's go back to Roddy Cam before this starts up. No, I don't want to watch something about World War II. Okay. Back to rotten Roddy Cam. We're back to rotten Roddy Cam. Oh, Roddy, you're so rotten. Close you. Close you. Close you. But cross your fingers and your toes and your eyes. Cross your eyes. Maybe if you're really lucky. Maybe if I'm really lucky. What am I saying? Well, you too. But maybe if I'm really lucky, I'll get accepted. I mean, I have to pay money to be there. So they have to make the money back. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it because it'll be something to do. It'll be a chance to meet people. I can pass out maybe some business cards with QR codes on them and sell some stuff and just get chatting. Because one of the things I'd like to do more than anything else is to be out there in the community and have these conversations about physical media with the people that love physical media. Here I am in this room, this 3x3 room that has no windows. It really doesn't have any windows. It's a cave. And if I'm not working and I'm not sending kids through to their extracurricular activities, putting them to bed, feeding them, sleeping, because I often just sleep, I'm in here. But to be outside of here and to meet the community would be something I would love to do. Would love to do it. Because we all share the same passion. It doesn't have to be that we collect the exact same thing. It's that we are collectors and we're narrowed down to our niche. I mean, if you have a niche. I look around my room and I'm like, do I have a niche? I don't think I have a niche. Movies, pop culture, physical media, vinyl, cassettes, DVDs, VHS, toys, skate paraphernalia, CDs, music, punk. I mean, like, whatever you're into, you got the chance to actually share that with the community. So going to the Astor Film Bazaar would be something that would find not bizarre at all. It would be a fantastic opportunity. So if you're interested, go ahead and think about that. Now I should move on to the next segment that I keep putting off after I look at my fireplace. Look at my beautiful fireplace. You saw it in the vlog loading screen. I put that vlog loading screen up for 11 minutes. Vlog loading screen. Yeah, I like it. It's like it. I mean, look, we're getting into summer now. We've had beautiful weather. So I might have to switch to a different screen. It's going to get too warm in here. The fan's going to be on here like quite a lot soon. It'll go from heater to fan because in this room it gets very hot. But in the meantime, let us move on to let's get physical media so we can talk about physical media.
Let's get physical media. I want to get physical media. Let me hear your movies talk.
Thank you, Rotten Roddy, for allowing me to show that. Thank you, Rotten Roddy. I wonder where my other friends are. Retro Toy Princess, are you floating around? You might be busy. Mark Me Pride said he would be about tonight. I'm hoping he hasn't fallen asleep. He might have, though. He's got kids just like I do. It's very tiring. And he's just been traveling the whole world, which is a good thing as well, but also very tiring. I wonder where everyone else is. I know I've got some steadfast replay crew. Replay crew with a K. You can't really change replay to a replay with a K, but it's replay. Well, the capital R kind of looks like a K. You just have to add a little on top of it. But yes, the replay crew is fantastic. I wonder where everyone else is. If anyone wants to drop a hello in the chat, it's always welcome because I feel like I'm talking to myself. I'm shouting into the void sometimes, it feels like. But here we are. And we're going to talk about the physical media I've been finding lately. So if you can just hang on a second, because it's not right next to me because of the state of this room. It is just over, I believe, there. Have you guessed the... Oh, come on. Have you guessed the movie yet? Have you guessed the movie yet? Has the word Rex, like car Rex in it? Car Rex in it. And it's also in South America and maybe North America. Has the word Eden in it. Eden. And it's a low budget 2006 movie, action movie of sorts. Have you guessed it yet? Has anyone guessed it? This beer is so much better now that it's been tamed by the German beer. What is this telling me? Oh, it's so funny that my watch tells me that I'm almost there with moving around, but I haven't been moving anywhere except sitting in a chair. Sometimes I'll be sitting here for hours and I'll go, "You're doing a good job. Just a little bit to finish up." I'm like, "I'm not doing anything. What are you talking about?" So it's because I'm swiveling in my chair that's going, yep, move that butt. Yep, move that butt. You're doing good. Hang on a sec. Back to pink screen. Hang on while I go and get the movies. You'll hear me bumbling around. Hang on. Bumbling around. I should have put music to the screen, but I didn't. I look very grumpy in this image. It wasn't meant to be grumpy. And just if you're wondering what the word save is, it's because I have a Save Ferris top. You know, Ferris Bueller, I have a Save Ferris top, and I was wearing that when I made this into an image. And so it just says save. It says save. Oh, Mr. Mark McBride's here. And you're showing up as my #1 fan tonight. So that's a good thing, right? Your little crown for you. Watching another awesome episode, BZ. Thank you so much, Mr. Mark McBride. I know you're probably doing things where you've got deadlines and stuff for things you're doing. I appreciate you being here, brother. And I hope, no, you're probably not drinking tonight. You said to me that you're probably not going to drink tonight. That's fair enough. But I am drinking. I don't know if you saw that okay, hang on. Just hold on to that thought. I'll get my bag of physical media and I'll keep talking, or I'll just be a pink screen talking in the background for no reason. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. All right. All righty then. I have been talking in a Scottish accent a lot lately, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I've been watching Dominic Monaghan and Billy Boyd on The Friendship Onion. Maybe that could be it. The funny thing is, hang on, let me get back to Rotten Roddy. Here we are, Rotten Roddy. Thank you. Is that when I hear Billy Boyd talking, I don't know why. I always think that he is Irish, and I don't know why or Welsh. I never really thought of him as Scottish. And I don't know whether it's because he just doesn't use that really strong accent. His accent's very tempered down, like a really different, but he's Scottish. But his accent doesn't make him sound Scottish. I don't know if that sounds right. But anyway, I've been talking in a Scottish accent a lot lately. Hope nobody's offended because it's too bad. I kind of do it anyway. I've got a bag here. And Mark, what was I saying? I was saying something about something, wasn't I? I don't remember what I was saying because I'm drinking. Can you remember what I was saying? I don't remember what I was saying. All right. Have you figured out the movie yet? Have you figured out the movie? It's actually not too bad shot. Oh, he's burning something. Oh, there's the man himself. I'm out of the way. You can see his face. Candyman himself. Candyman. Oh, could that be? No, that can't be him. That's different. No, different person. I thought he was Doctor. What's his face from? Oh, come on. The beer can't be doing this to me. From That's not him though. All right, let's look in the bag before I make more of a fool of myself. We've got some physical media in here today. Now, I went into, you'll see it on next week's vlog loading screen. I filmed where I got these today. I filmed. I don't know what it's like filming in stores. It's kind of an uncomfortable thing. If you've ever filmed in a store, you'll know how uncomfortable that feeling is of many eyes watching you. The possibility of staff telling you to not film. I'm always very, very conscious and also very respectful. I try to not capture people. And if I do, if there's kids or anything in the background when I edit, I try to edit out obvious facial recognition. So you can't always let that happen. Like, it doesn't always, you can't always fix it. But especially with kids, I try to not get kids in my videos at all. I cut some people out today from that video. But the video that I'm going to show on the next week's vlog loading screen will be a chopped up version of that visit to an op shop, which will be Savers. You'll see it when you see it loading. But I left a lot of stuff behind. And it was mostly because Savers have upped their prices. Like, when I say they've upped their prices, no. It's not 50 cents, not $1. I was seeing like CDs go from $2 because they're usually $1.99 for a CD, $2 to $4.50, $5, $7 for no reason, just randomly. Just don't understand why. I've left a lot of stuff behind, and I left some VHS tapes behind because I've got to be real. As much as the ones I wanted to pick up were cool, I don't have room for them here. And I want them to be here, but I got no room for them, and I've got them on physical media already. I've got on Blu-ray or DVD. So you'll see all that on next week's vlog loading screen. I've edited it. It's ready to go. I just thought I'd use last week's vlog loading screen, which was fixed a bit, for this week. Hope that makes sense to you. Anyway, so I've got a few things here. I should probably take them out because I want to rustle around. Hang on. Without showing them to you. Can I do it without showing them to you? I don't think that's even possible. Let's put them behind. Let's put them behind. Will they stack without falling over? I've got so much stuff in here. I'm just really scared I'm going to drop it all. Let's put the movies down here. Another one, another two. And the CDs. Okay, I think that's everything. Okay, so we've got not a lot of stuff. I like to pack my bag up so I don't lose them. And I'm quite indecisive. And then as I'm walking around the store, I decide get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you, and I keep the ones that I wanted to pick up. All right, so let's go through what we've got. But I need to finish this beer. Hang on. Alrighty, so the first will be 3 CDs I picked up. Now, a little bit of a story with the third one. I might have to I think I need to put it in another case. The case is a little bit weird. So, I really don't like it when they do 2-disc CDs and the case is really cheap. And when you put it back together, it all just kind of falls apart. Anyway, I went through the CDs today and I found a lot. Actually, I found a lot, but once again, the prices for the CDs were over $4 each. And I know that if you go to op shops to shop, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But if you don't go op shopping or thrift store hunting, you won't understand. You'll be like, $4 or $5 for a CD. That sounds pretty good. Okay, a lot of these a lot will be good, in good condition. A lot will be clean discs, not many scratches, but many of them are. And CDs are they're pretty resilient. They will play even with scratches. But I can't always take the risk. Some of these were like really pricey and scratched. But the prices, I'll show you some of the prices. Yep, I'll show you some of the prices. I picked up another 3 or 4 and I put them back because I'm like, when you start doing the math on it, $4 or more, $5 for a CD. If I get 4 CDs, that's $20. No, that's not right. 4 CDs is $16. If I get 5, it's $20. So I don't want to just walk. The reason why I go op shopping is that I'm saving. it's the reason why I go. And Savers as a store are known for being quite pricey compared to other op shops and thrift stores. And other thrift stores are slowly catching up, but you shouldn't be paying a shit ton of money for this stuff at an op shop. It's an opportunity shop. You're thrifting. You're being thrifty. And you might say, oh, well, new CDs are probably $30. No, they're not. Maybe some are, if they're a brand new release. If you want to buy a brand new CD release, go for it. They're not on the way up, but they're definitely lower than most other things. If I want to pay $5 for a CD, I can go to JB Hi-Fi, pay another $5 and get a brand new one. All right? They've got CDs that I want at JB Hi-Fi. So why would I pay just half and get a much more aged, worn, cracked case? Why would I do that? I would rather just pay an extra $5 and get a brand new CD wrapped in plastic. Like Alice in Chains, Dirt, that album, you think, oh no, they don't make that anymore. Yes, they do. And it's at JB Hi-Fi. Last time I saw it price, it was around $11. And it's one of the ones that's on my list. I've been slowly going to JB Hi-Fi, picking up $11 CDs. But why would I then buy that secondhand, cracked, scratched for $5? Or $7, or $6? Why would I do that? It doesn't make sense. So, Savers, you were fine when your CDs were $2. I even thought $2 was just a little bit too expensive. $1.50, $1, but I paid $2 a CD. I can get 5 CDs for $10. That's pretty good. $5 each, ridiculous. So the first one I picked up and brought home was one that I was thinking that I was going to find. I don't know why I think these things. There's 2 here. I thought, what if I found this one? And I found it. Remember when I did that with Super Jesus? I was like, oh, I'm going to find a Super Jesus CD. And I found one. And then I found another one. This is the Tea Party. Edges of Twilight. I want you to understand something before I get into the price and all that stuff. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, when I was living in New South Wales when I was younger, I lived in a mountainous kind of region with a lake. You wouldn't call it country, but it's not city, it's not suburbia. Kind of where my mum and I lived for a long while and where my grandparents lived was around Lake Macquarie in New South Wales. And that area is like a lake with mountains around it. You got the Watergan Mountains, further down the track. It's a bit of a stretch to drive everywhere because it's just little towns linked together around a lake. When I moved out and I moved to another town, it was like that. And when I looked out my back window, one of the houses I was living in, when I was listening to this album, what I could see out of my window was mountains. And what I was reading, again, because I read them consistently, Mark, you'll love this, was The Lord of the Rings. My go-to book my whole life, whenever I wanted to escape reality, was The Lord of the Rings. I will not be joking in any way whatsoever when I say to you that the book that means the most to me, in the deepest part of my heart, the book that moves me and makes me think of the perfect environment to live in, was The Lord of the Rings. In fact, to the point where I used to dream of if I got a bus to like northern New South Wales and then got off, bedroll on my back, Samwise Gamgee pack of things to survive on, some pots and pans and this and that I could walk cross country all the way to Queensland. And I thought, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go on the quest for the ring. Not really. I'm not mad. I'm not crazy. But I wanted that walk. I wanted that journey that you could probably for some time do it in England, where you could cross over people's land. But, that's not how that works, right? So obviously, even that back of my brain that's like more pragmatic was like, there's fences on people's lands. People don't want you walking on the land and treading on all the veggies. There's freeways and roads between everything. There's like predators and horrible people that might want to try to pick you up and you'll disappear. So that idea, that like innocent, beautiful idea of walking from one location all the way up to another and making friends along the way, not real. But in my head, I'm like, but I want to go on a big journey. I want to go on a journey, just like in the Lord of the Rings. And I want to read the Lord of the Rings on my journey. And I want to feel like it would have been the loneliest journey ever and the scariest. And the scariest journey. I haven't told anybody that story. I'm telling you guys because I love you. I love you. I honestly wanted to go on that journey. It's like I wanted to see mountains. I wanted to climb mountains. I wanted to like go on a big walk. I want to walk all day. I've survived plenty of times out in the bush on my own for weeks on end. I've done that. I've survived with a knife and a backpack and eating, killing and eating. I've done that. I've done all that. I'll have to tell you stories one day, but I've done that to survive. I know I can, but I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go on a Lord of the Rings style journey. But no, never did. But this album was something that I was listening to at that stage of my life. I was listening to the Tea Party, and yes, I know it's not a Lord of the Rings album, but the music in this are so esoteric, so earthy and religious and sanctimoniously, I don't know, what would you call it? Like pagan and dark and beautiful and ethereal. I love this album, but look at the price on this sucker. Look at the price on this sucker. That was the cheaper one. That was a cheaper one. $1.50 over normal price. And I'm sorry for telling you that long, boring story. But I loved the Lord of the Rings. I wanted to live in that world so freaking hard. That was my early 20s. I was like, nah, I'm going on a journey. I'm going on a journey. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. No. Obviously, logistically stupid. Maybe in the UK at a certain time you could have done that. Or here, there, and everywhere. Fire in the Head, The Bazaar. My love. Correspondences. The Badger, Silence, Sister Awake, Sister Awake. Dun 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 dun. Turn the lamp down low. Shadows, I loved. This is what I'm talking about. This song, Shadows on the Mountainside. Drawing Down the Moon, Inanna, Coming Home, and Walk With Me. This album means so much to me in terms of the feeling it gives me. Now, I don't know what they were trying to portray of themselves, whether they were trying to be a particular kind of thing. I don't know. But what it meant to me was something very, very special. You know, bands are like, we're this kind of band. I don't know what Tea Party were, but lots of people love them, and I love them for my very own special reasons. I read Lord of the Rings, and I listened to the Tea Party. I don't know if anybody else thinks that's crazy, but I didn't. Beautiful, amazing, beautiful album. Now, I can't say I love every single Tea Party album. Really clean disc. Rotten Roddy's not going to show you how clean it is, but it's quite clean for a disc. I mean, you can see there's dust and stuff on it, but it's clean. So I'm going to chuck that in my Sherwood 5 spinny. That's going to be beautiful to listen to. That was the longest build up to any album I've ever talked about on the Dooom vlog ever. The next one, I'll do this one now. This has a cash converter sticker on it though. And I hate cash converter stickers. They used to be the worst thing you could possibly put on anything. Yep. As soon as you peel it, it becomes paper. Yeah, look at this cash converter sticker. If anyone doesn't know about cash converters, there's not many left here at the moment. They're all burning down for some reason. It just leaves. This is what they do. They're anti-theft. I don't know how this makes it anti-theft. This comes off. They used to be even worse, if you can believe that. They used to be even worse than that. They used to not peel off at all. They used to have a little metallic alarm thing under them. I'll get this off later. Faith No More. The Real Thing. I'm going to tell you something. When I was talking about I'm going to find Tea Party, I actually thought yesterday, I'm going to go op shopping today. And at the back of my brain, I was like, really cool to find Faith No More's The Real Thing album. Don't know why. Of all the albums, I love Introduce Yourself better. That's a better album to me because I love Introduce Yourself. What a great album. But for some reason, out of nowhere, my brain said, I would love to find Faith No More's The Real Thing. Dun, 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 dun. Can you feel it? See it? See it today? Why? Why did I think of this album? By the way, if you ever saw those video clips when they were released, how mind-blowing were they? How mind-blowing. My brother, was in awe of this band. Yeah, found it. Obviously, you can see it's in my hand. I found it. Found it today. I was like, look, when you watch next week's vlog loading screen, please do watch it because there is a point where I dim the music down a bit and you can hear me going, you're joking, right? You're joking. I just was thinking about finding this band and I've just found it. The same thing for the Tea Party. Disc is worn, but you know what? It is well worn, but it is not more than surface. You might think, I don't know if Rotten Roddy will show it. You can see scratches. That's surface. None of those are gouges. These are all surface. If I give that a little bit of a clean and a real loose polish, it won't look any better. It will look a little bit better maybe, but it will play fine. It'll play fine anyway. But yeah, none of those are deep. None of them are deep. They're all surface. So stoked. Dude, I am so stoked to find this album. Oh, I'm going to be great to find Faith No More's The Real Thing album. Bam. Right there. Bam. Found it. It was literally one of the last ones I found. And there were people going through this shelf before me. What the hell? Seriously. Now, the last one I picked up, well, it's not the last one I picked up, it's the last one I brought home. Just double check this disc. You'll also see me pick up 2 of these when I'm in Savers on the vlog loading screen for next week. Because the first one I picked up, which is literally this one I'm holding right now, I opened it up and I was like, oh my God, I was looking for this and this is awesome. But then I looked at the disc and the disc was fairly chewed up. Now, I think it probably would have played. But honestly, it was pretty chewed up. I think it was kind of 50-50, to be honest. You know, when you see there's that many scratches, you know it's been a coaster on someone's table and someone's gone, oh, just move that over there and then move it over here, but not ever put it back in the case. Put a beer on top of it, this and that, and then it goes back eventually on the case. This thing was a coaster. It had been shredded around the table, on the floor, who knows where else. And it was a double disc edition, and I didn't even know this came with a double disc. But this one is. Everclear Australia. Oh, this is the Australian Tour Pack. This is the Australian Tour Pack, that's why. I'm going to show you. I'm not going to hold you with bated breath here. Let me just press. Hang on. This is stalls. Back out. Back in. Okay, I don't know why you're frozen. But this band was one of my favorite bands from back in the day. I really love this album. And I found a second CD. I found the second CD with no slip in it. It was just a CD with no backing or anything. But it's the same album. And I went, I pulled the disc out, looked on the other side of the disc. That disc was clean, but didn't come with anything else. Just the album. Just the CD. So I went back and I pulled the other one out and I went, it's the same album, as in the CD is exactly the same. Like the CD doesn't say Australian edition, Australian Tour edition. It just is the same CD. It's the extra CD that makes it the Australian CD Tour edition. So I swapped the bad disc for the good disc. And then I brought back the double disc. So, and that is Everclear, Sparkle and Fade. Now, for some reason, this case, I think, is seeing better days. It does look quite matte on the outside. But sparkle and fade. There you go. Now, there you go. Look at the price on... Whoop, no, there's the price, $3.49. Did I show you the price of Faith No More? I don't think I did. This is the price I paid. I never pay $4.49 for it. That's like $4.50. $4.50 for a CD. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Some of them for $7, so I'm not going to get angry anymore. Sparkle and Fade. Everclear. This album is fucking awesome. This album is fucking awesome. If you don't know Everclear, go and give them a listen. They're freaking fantastic. This is the only album I really care about. I don't really care much about their other albums. This is the album for me, but it's got an extra disc. So, yeah, this thing's janky. The case, it keeps sliding. See how it's sliding down? It just slides all the way to the bottom. There's nothing holding it. So when I shut it, it gets stuck. But this is the disc. This disc is mostly clean. It has some scratches. Roddy? It has some scratches. But look, it's mostly clean. The other disc, man, that you couldn't even see that white part. It was covered in scratches. So someone would have had to buy it either way, and I just swapped them because I don't think that's a big deal. The other disc in here is the Sparkle and Fade Australian Tour Pack. Bonus Summerland Tour disc. So that's why the first disc is the same. Bonus Summerland Tour disc. And this disc I didn't check. This is more like what the disc looked like. Do you want to see what the first disc looked like? Look, I will give you it is mostly surface, but there was so many scratches that I just really thought, oh, I don't want to get it. It's going to probably skip, and it's probably going to skip when I don't want it to skip. You don't want it to skip anyway. And if I put that in my car, that's going to skip, because my car CD player is going to be more picky. So yeah, this disc may be a bit iffy, but I don't really care about the second disc, because it's going to be live. The second disc will be... Oh, look, it's stuck again. The second disc will be all live stuff. It'll be Electra Made Me Blind, Heroin Girl, You Make Me Feel Like a Whore, Santa Monica, Summerland, Straw. It's all the songs off of it, but live. Oh no, that's the main album. The tour album is... Whoa, Heroin Girl... Pennsylvania is, Loser Makes Good, Sparkle, Santa Monica, and Fire Maple Song. Otherwise, you get the normal ones on the normal album, which is Electra Made Me Blind, Heroin Girl, You Make Me Feel Like a Whore, You Make Me Feel Like a Whore, Santa Monica, Summerland, Strawberry, Heart Spark, Dollar Sign, The Twist Inside, Her Brand New Skin, Nahal, Queen of the Air, Pale Green Stars, Chemical Smile, and My Sexual Life. Fucking-tastic album. I can't recommend it enough. And it really made me, as a young person, I don't know. I don't know if they're from California. Maybe somebody can tell me. I can't... Oh, it is California. Where is it released? Produced by... Capitol Records, Vine Street, Hollywood, California. Now, I don't know if they're from California, but if it's recorded in California, why would you drive to another state to record it? But I guess maybe that could happen. I'm pretty sure they're from California. And the reason why I say that is because when I listen to this album, I think of the surf, as in the beach. I think of palm trees. And I think of cities, sort of, you know, city meeting the shore. And I think of just like fucked up, trying to get by, trying to make life bearable for yourself and trying to be happy. Everclear, Sparkle and Fade. I'm going to stop going on about it. This album is freaking great, and I'm always going to listen to it forever and ever. Amen. All right, let's move on to the movies. Let's go to the Blu-rays first. No, actually, no. No, I'm not going to do Blu-rays first. I'm not. I'm going to do DVDs. Because I've got 2 DVDs. I've got 3 Blu-rays. You know, I'm trying to build up my Blu-ray collection. First, I need to do a hygiene check of the channel. We have 2 live viewers. Thank you very much for the 2 live viewers. I don't know who you are. I believe one of them would be Mr. Mark McBride. I don't know what accent I'm doing, Mark. I'm sorry. It could be Welsh mixed with Scottish, maybe with a twang of Irish. I don't know. I've got no fucking idea. I've done the same accent all my life. I'm going to keep doing it. So apologies, but Mr. Mark McBride's here. I'm sure he is. The other person, I don't know who you are. Are you Retro Toy Princess? Are you doing your Color and Chill episode? Or is it someone else that's watching? Say hello in the chat. Say hello in the chat. You know what? It would make my fucking day if you said hello in the chat. Just do it for me. Okay, DVDs. Now, I picked up a few, put a few back. Because everything I bought here came to about $25. And it wasn't enough to be $25 in my mind. But I didn't want to turn things down. Now, I did find a which album was it? It was an album. It was a couple of albums that I found that I really wanted, but $4.50 each, man. 2 albums for $9. It's too much. Yeah, and I put them back, so I can't talk about them. The first one I'm going to talk about I've never seen, but it looks really interesting. And it has what I call a bookend, which must be a rental copy. Yeah, it's a rental. There you go. See, that proves my point. Rental copy. See these bookend DVD cases? I'll show what I mean in a second. They very much come from a video store. Like they take them out of the normal case, they put them in their own cases, which are very similar, but they have a bookend. I've never heard of it. Uninhabited. But this looks interesting. Don't tell me this doesn't look interesting. Look at the terminology on it. Let's say it says the island will reveal its secrets. And now look, it says Video Easy Weekly Rental. I don't know what year this is. Based on true events. Isn't everything based on true events? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't everything based on true events? If you made a movie about me, it'd be based on true events. Look at the eyeballs watching. Uninhabited, undisturbed, unseen until now. Yeah, very drawn to this cover. Looked really interesting. Didn't realize until right now that it was a weekly rental, but I love those stickers. I want to make badges of these. Video Easy Weekly Rental. I want to make badges of them. And that's the back. Roddy, rotten Roddy. Something lies dormant. Can I read it? Can I bring it up here so you can read it? Come on, Roddy. Beth and Harry are a young couple who charter a boat and are dropped on a deserted island on the Great Barrier Reef. Ahead of them are 10 days of swimming, camping, and fishing, all alone in their own private tropical paradise. But when their camping gear starts going missing and they find footprints in the sand, they begin to realize they are not alone. The discovery of an abandoned shack, a mysterious journal, and a solitary gravestone leads them to unravel an ancient mystery and confront an unknown entity hell-bent on revenge. You reckon I could do speakovers for narrating for movies? It just looked interesting, and this is a bookend. I'm just telling you this is a bookend because books have like the front and back cover, and then they have the paper. And this bookend it's kind of like that. Your fingers can fit down here. These are traditionally in rentals. Don't know why they take them out of a normal cover and put in this. Maybe these are more durable. Maybe they open and close without breaking. I don't know, but they go in these bookends. Whoops, this has fallen straight out. Let's be careful. And you can see the disc itself actually has the sticker on it as well. Video Easy. Which Video Easy is it though? Oh, St. Helena. Not the volcano, I'm assuming. But that would be St. Helens, wouldn't it? Oh, I don't think this is going to actually sit in here. I think the little clippies... Oh, the clips are broken. That's why. All the clips are broken. God damn it. God damn it. All the clips are broken. All the clips are broken inside of the DVD. God damn it. Uninhabited. Anyway, it looked good. I'm trying to add more to my horror collection. What year is this movie? Will it even tell me? It is in aspect ratio 178:1. What anamorphic widescreen? I always look at anamorphic widescreen. I'm like, what the fuck are you fucking putting this out in? Oh, we're just stretching it out to an unknown number. We're different. We like to do things a little bit different from other people. 16:9, man. Just do 16:9. 178.1. 87 minutes. So it doesn't look like it outlives its welcome. By the way, this was $1.91. 99, sorry, $1.99. Thank you, beer, for making me mispronounce things. All right, so there was that. There was only 2 movies. And the other one's not really a movie. It is, in fact, a music DVD. Wow, that is so freaking clean. Without showing you what it is, look at how clean that is. I didn't even look at it properly. I was like, oh, yeah, that looks good. You get colors, all the colors of the rainbow. Whoa, I'm on an acid trip, man. Like, whoa, I'm seeing the light. God's like sending his lights down to me. Whoa, there's a halo. That's really clean. And I'll tell you that I'm a big fan of these guys. And that's The Offspring. This is NTSC, but I don't care because my player plays NTSC and PAL. This is The Offspring. Huck it. Just huck it. Huck it, bro. Just huck it and we'll get on with it. Just huck it. Never heard of this DVD before. I don't even know what songs are on here. Usually they give you a song list, but it doesn't give you a song list. I have quite a healthy music DVD collection. I'm building it up because I want to build it up, but I have no real reason to build it up. Don't always watch them, but I guess maybe at some stage I'll either decide that I don't want to do it anymore, or I'm crazy. But I honestly just want to have a music thing, so I can have something playing music that I can listen to the music, but I can also turn around and go, oh, cool video clip. So The Offspring, obvious yes for me. I saw it, I'm like, yep, that's coming home with me, even if I have to pay more. Don't really care. Okay, don't know what's on there. It doesn't tell you. Should be fun though. I could look it up. It's got a few things. Digitally mastered, surround sound, PCM stereo, interactive menus, instant chapter access to songs, bonus live performances, behind the scenes footages, and outtakes. Love a good outtake. Love a good outtake. All right, let's go on to our 3 Blu-rays and our 1 VHS tape. How many hours have I been on here? Oh, I need to make more beer. Let's pour another beer before I go on to my Blu-rays. So I am really trying to fill out this Blu-ray shelf. We're getting there. We're doing a good job. We're getting there. We need to get there more. Actually, I have 4 more Blu-rays here that I bought from a store, and I'm tapping them like making noise. Mark, what's going on? You still awake there, bro? You still awake there, my brother? Let's do a spot check on the show. Hang on. I've been talking for a very long time. What I really want YouTube to do, we're down to 1 live viewer. What I want YouTube to do is I want them to start putting on here how many minutes my video's gone for. Because I have no freaking idea. Doesn't tell me. You gonna tell me? Tell me how many minutes I've gone for. No, you're not. Why wouldn't you do that? Yeah, my channel. Take me to my channel. Let's turn the volume right down so I don't wreck myself. And see how many minutes this has gone for. Oh, we're getting close to 2 hours. 1:46. That's pretty good. All right, it's 2:28 a.m., which is kind of stretching it a little bit for me personally. Can I see myself? Am I live? Is the movie... Oh, the movie's already finished. The movie's already finished. Can I just restart it? Can you even see the title? No, I don't think you can see the title. Let's press play again. Let's play. Play it from the beginning. Did you guess what the movie was? Did you guess what the movie was? Okay, we're at like 1 hour and 46 minutes. We might cut this a little bit short because I've been talking for a very long time. Yeah. Just go back to YouTube Studio. I want to go to that content. Live. Back to 2 live viewers. Thank you very much for whoever dipped out and came back. Thank you. Every little person counts. Let's pour another. Let's get the rest of this out of here. I don't want to have any more remaining. Let's get rid of it. No more Lion Strong. Oh, too much head on that. Yeah, too strong, man. I don't know who could drink 8.8% beer. That's crazy. That's cray-cray, bro. Cray-cray. I do say cray-cray, by the way. And I don't know why I say cray-cray. But it's stuck. I need this head to come down a little bit. Don't worry, we'll get to the Blu-rays in a second. Just chill your... I don't know what to say. Chill your... DeLoreans. Come on. Really, you just got to get the froth down by... There we go. Breaking the seal on the beer. What are you working on, Mark? You still awake? You still doing your projects? Let's see. That's a good beer. German beer's a good mixer for really strong beer. We've learned something. We've learned a lesson today. We've learned a lesson. All right. So that head's going to come down. If it will come down. Oh, what? Oh, if you're Fish Slayer is Mr. Mark McBride. I know you are. If you're using any swear words, anything that could be taken the wrong way, the comments won't go through. That's the only thing I'm thinking. But I will tell you, Mr. Mark McBride, or AKA Mark McBride, AKA Fish Slayer, you're now fan number 2. Tyrannosaurus Rex, as in car wreck. Tyrannosaurus Rex is the movie. You didn't cheat, did you? You didn't cheat, did you? But you're correct. You get a high five to Roddy. High five. And a slow clap. Getting faster. Well done, Mark. Well done. I never thought anyone would actually pick that. I didn't think anybody would pick it at all. It's such a deep cut for 2006. But look, I'm surprised how well it's shot. I'm replaying it up here again. But I'm surprised. Look at that. Candyman. I'm surprised anybody would know this movie. I'd never heard of it before I bought it. No, I never heard of it. I mean, I'd heard of it, but it never really rang a bell. Like, it wasn't something that was like, oh yeah, Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it? Yeah, I wouldn't have remembered it. What are you saying, my friend? What are you saying? Hobbit's podcast is great, by the way. Yes, man. I've got to tell you, and I will continue to say it. The Friendship Onion is an amazing podcast. If you want to podcast it purely just for sound in your ears, just go to podcasts. Or if you want to YouTube it and use that as what it is, so you can see them as well. Highly recommend. They are fantastic. They'll make you laugh as well. And tea parties sound too much like the Doors. Oh, really? You can't remember what else you sent and you're not even drinking 8% beer. But aren't you hungover from drinking too much wine? Isn't that what happened? I think I can say that, can't I? Can I say that? But I've already said it, so I can't take it back. 8% beer. Well, it's not technically 8% beer because I've watered it down with alcohol-free beer. It's probably more like 4 or 5% right now. But I will say, Mark, that when it comes to the Tea Party, I think it's their first album, isn't Edges of Twilight their first album? When it comes to the Edges of Twilight, I feel like that is, yeah, I can see what you mean by the Doors, but it feels like it's more esoteric than the Doors were. He's got a similar voice, I guess, but the music behind it is a lot more esoteric. It kind of feels a lot more, and you know, I guess I was young at the time as well, so it was like a new kind of sound for me, and it felt very esoteric and very kind of witchy and druidy and I don't know, magician-y, wizardy. Shadows on the Mountainside, though. Man, what a beautiful song. It's mostly music. It's mostly music. Shadows on the mountainside. Do 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 do. Yeah. Look, I'm going to stand by what I said. I know you think it's much more like The Doors, but I think that the first album, Edges of Twilight, is a lot less like The Doors and a lot more like something else. Either way, let's move on to Blu-rays because I'm getting very sidetracked. Very sidetracked. I'm glad you're still here, Mark, even though your comments are being banned by YouTube. I did this thing the other day when I was at work trying to tell people jokes because I was trying to make people laugh. And I told them this joke. And I had to say it slower and slower and slower until somebody got it. I said this. A skeleton walks into a bar. Goes up to the barman. The barman says, "What'll you have?" The skeleton said, "A beer and a mop." And then I got stone-faced silence. I was like, a skeleton walks into a bar, goes up to the barman. Barman says, "What'll you have?" The skeleton says, "A beer and a mop." And I kept saying it slower and slower until I had to say, "'Cause they're a skeleton." These were younger kids, though. And then one of the kids clued on early, and he was like watching, smiling and watching all the other ones go, "A skeleton's going to drink a beer. What happens?" Straight on the floor and needs a mop to clean it up. He laughed. Everyone else was kind of like, "Oh, yeah." Anyway, I hope that made you laugh. All right, the first one, I'll get it out of the way because I don't actually own it, but it's going to go into my Disney collection. We love to hate them and we love to love them. Disney, I think I checked it. Quite clean. $3. And because I don't own it, I'm happy to have it. Do I have two Finding Nemos? I just realized I have two Finding Nemos. Why do I have two Finding Nemos? Oh, one's a 2-disc set. The Little Mermaid. Not my most beloved of movies, but I would rather have this on Blu-ray than have it on DVD. It's the 1-disc. But $3. I'm just trying to bulk up the collection. And having Disney's at some point, Disney decides we don't get anything because I've already cut us out of most of it. At least I've got some of it. What's that? The English Hobbit knows a lot of... Oh, yeah, Dominic Monaghan. The English Hobbit knows a lot of stuff. Tea Party, so like The Doors. Very epic. I do like them. Oh, I'm glad you like them. His voice. I don't think it's the music, because the music with The Doors is very keyboard driven. You'll know that because I've got Doors albums here. There's a lot of with the keyboard that kind of like is equal or overrides all the other music. But his voice is very, very Morrison-like. I picked this up today. I didn't realize. Oh, it's missing the second disc. Are you for real? Is this? Oh, it's okay. That's okay. That's all right. I think. No, I bought it as a Blu-ray and it's missing a disc. Oh, I thought it was just missing the DVD, but it's missing the Blu-ray. Fudge. Okay, I bought this. I should have double-checked it. Another Earth. I don't know if you've heard of this movie. I have. This is includes Blu-ray and DVD copy. I didn't look properly. It's about like alternate dimensions, two Earths being side by side, and sort of like time and space kind of melding together. One thing happening somewhere else and another thing happening on your world. But I opened it. I did a proper check, and I realized because I looked and went, "Oh yeah, cool." And then I opened this one. There's nothing there. And this one, I was like, "Oh, it's all right. At least I got the Blu-ray. It doesn't really matter." And then I looked at this and look what it says. Look what it says. It says DVD video. For fuck's sake. Seriously. That's my fault. I should have checked it. It'll still play. I can still watch it, but $3 for a DVD is fucking ridiculous. I should have checked it. Fuck. Alright, that's okay. That's alright. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll find disc only online on eBay or something. I can just shove the disc in here, but you'll find if you eBay like I do, you'll probably find that there are many DVDs and Blu-rays that aren't disc only. And you'll always find that most people will not be able to find music CDs without the case. I don't know why people don't sell the CD. Maybe it's just not worth it for them. But I've found a case and, oh, it's missing the disc. And you will never find that CD. It's just unfindable. I was really looking forward to that one. And I picked up this one and it is in there, luckily enough. How much did it cost? It's got the receipt in here. It costs... What? How's that even possible? JB Hi-Fi. Okay, that's bizarre. Okay, I'll get to my point in a second. Wow, I thought this was a typo. This must have been on sale. Okay, I picked this up. It's an old black and white movie called Seven Sinners. I was like, oh, cool, like an old movie. It's got Marlene Dietrich and John Wayne. Not a massive, huge John Wayne fan. Like I did like him in oh, what's that movie where he's running an animal, like he's in Africa? Hatari. He's in a movie I remember from being a kid where he's on a I wouldn't call it a sanctuary, but he's out on a savannah in Africa, and he's basically out there just like they round up rhinoceroses and make sure they're okay, and get giraffes, capture them, and check on them, and release them. Yeah, I like that movie. Hatari's fun. But yeah, Seven Sinners. This cost me. The irony of it. This cost me $3. There's the $3. Look at that, $2.99. And I opened the receipt that was inside. This receipt right here. Thinking, oh, cool. I'll get to see what it cost me. It was $20. Guess what this person paid for this? $2.40 at JB Hi-Fi. So I paid more than it was brand new. Wait, month and year. Oh, I hate finding dates on receipts. Month? Year. Come on, you'll be at the top somewhere. Oh, come on, mate. All I want's the month and year. 27th of January, 2024. So a year ago, somebody bought this for $2.40 on special, and I paid $3 for it secondhand. Anyway, it looks pretty cool. Like old school black and white movie. Don't know really anything about it. Seven Sinners. Banished from various U.S. protectorates. Start again. Banished from various U.S. protectorates in the Pacific, a saloon entertainer uses her femme fatale charms to woo politicians, Navy personnel, gangsters, riffraff, judges, and a ship's doctor in order to achieve her aims. Region B. There you go. So I was going to say I have 3, but really I only have 2. I have a DVD with a Blu-ray cover. That's freaking annoying. The last thing I'm going to show you is a VHS tape that I picked up because it's a Jeff Bridges movie. I had 4, count them, 4 VHS in my carry thing, and I put back 3. And I put back Major League 2, which I should have just bought. And I put back Patriot Games, which I should have bought. And then I put back Clear and Present Danger, which they should go together. I put them back. I'm like, do I really need them? I was really being really picky. I was doing this a lot. Do I really need them? Oh, sweet tobacco. Do I really need them? Do I, like, I have them on DVD. Do I really need them? They're just taking up space. I really want them, but I don't need them. I kept doing that for fucking ages, and I ended up just putting them back, and I was like, I'm going to regret it. Yep, now I regret it. Anyway, I picked this one up, mostly because I like Jeff Bridges a lot, and it's a lot harder to find movies with him in it. It is not rewound. It's a cool old case, and I'll show you what it is so you know what I'm talking about. Does anyone remember a movie with Tommy Lee Jones and Jeff Bridges in it? Something to do with bombs. Could it have been Blown Away? Time's up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Welcome to Blown Away. Yep, I remember this movie. I'll be honest, it was so long ago, I don't really remember much about it. Kind of feels a little bit like Speed in my mind, but I might be wrong. But yeah, I picked it up mostly because Jeff Bridges, and it kind of felt like an older, more noteworthy movie. As much as I love Patriot Games and Clear and Present Danger, they are very nostalgic to me as a human being. I remember watching both of them when I was younger and not even realizing they came from books. They were just movies that someone made. Well, this is freaking ace. This is amazing. I love these characters. Sean Bean was in one of them. I think he was in Patriot Games, wasn't he? Sean Bean when he was young. Sean Bean's such a fucking great actor. So fucking great. Anyway, that was my last movie. Still freaking devastated that I lost Another Earth's Blu-ray. That's gone. Should have checked. I really wanted it though. I'm going to have to do a bio break in a minute because I've been drinking too much beer. Where are we at with a hygiene check on the channel? 2 viewers down to 1. That's okay. And Mark guessed the movie Tyrannosaurus. Let me show you the cover. Let me show you the cover just to let you know how ridiculous it is. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Jeff Fahey from Lawnmower Man. Tony Todd and D. Wallace Stone from Candyman. Look at that front cover. How ridiculous is that? Holy freaking Toledo. There they are in all their glory. Oh, he's not focusing. Rotten Roddy's not focusing. Yep, that's the movie. I was thinking, oh, surely they're not gonna deem me for Tyrannosaurus Rex, are they? That's why I picked it. I was like, oh no, you must take that movie down. We make so much money off that movie. No, you don't. But look, it's filmed really well. In fact, my movie that I have here, I thought was going to be a bootleg. I thought it was going to be a bootleg because it's flashback entertainment. You guys, if you collect secondhand movies, I always thought these guys were dodge, but they're not. They're real. Come on, Roddy, don't be so rotten. Flashback entertainment. See these guys here? Oh, barcodes, not good. I shouldn't do barcodes. Flashback entertainment. I always thought they were like super dodge, but no, they've been around for a long time. I've bought a lot of flashback entertainment from cult movie stores. So they're legit. They just don't always do things in 16:9. Sometimes they don't do it in 173:1, whatever it is. But that's widescreen, so it looks good. Oh, it doesn't look well. Oh, is this a Tyrannosaurus? What the hell? What the hell is that shit? Is that a shit? Oh yeah, it's a giant shit. What the fuck? I just found some shit all over the tarmac. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's a shit or an egg. Because the shit won't attack him, will it? It's kind of steamy though. What the fuck? What? Can you hear me out there? Is there somebody out there? Oh, I probably shouldn't have shown you that. That's his head. His body's still walking around. Oh, the body's still kicking. Crazy. Man, that's a lot of blood. I hope I don't get dinged for that. That's pretty messed up. All right, well, I was going to do a lot. Actually, I've got some more physical media. But first, before I bought brand new movies at JB Hi-Fi. I'm going to talk about them in a minute. But I'm going to have an intermission, a bio break. So I'm going to put you on a bio break screen because I cannot sit here without squiggling around. I need to release the urine beast. We're coming up on 3, so I think we'll go for another 11 minutes, and we're going to wind it down. I had high hopes about doing a lot tonight, but I think most of tonight was just going to be a ramble. So if I can get to about 2 hours, I'm pretty happy. I can get to 2 hours of rambling about movies and just thoughts and ideas about things I like, then I'm happy. So give me a second while I, how do I say this politely? While I defunkify my body, and we will be back. I haven't really got any toys to do toy talk, so I can ask you.
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
But I'm assuming you're all good. So let me put you on a hold screen. Let me put you on a good hold screen. Have I got a good hold screen? Yeah, this one. No, not that one. Not that one. Let's put you on. Oh yeah, I've got to do this episode that I loaded up. Hang on a sec. Where is it, for crying out loud? Doon, 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 doon. Loading screen. No, not that one. I can't believe. Oh yeah, that one. don't know if you can hear me. Yes, you probably can. All right, here we are. Here we go. Back to Rotten Roddy. Come on, Rotten Roddy. Got too many scenes and sources set up here. There we go. There we go. There we go. We're back and we're live. Back to my weird accent. We're back and we're live. We cheer and we jive. Let's finish this beer. All right. Now, let's talk about these. These I got from JB Hi-Fi. Because once again, I'm trying to beef up my Blu-ray collection. In fact, Mark, one of these you inspired me to get. But it's been a bit hard to find, to be honest. I will be quite honest. I've put a few things back to get the one that I wanted. Because I'm quite thrifty. I like to get things that are a bit cheaper or on sale. Because, I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you get something that's on sale? We're down to 2:55 a.m. We're going to try and finish up in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So let's go through them. These are brand new, still sealed. Got them from JB Hi-Fi. They had a sale on, so they are slightly reduced. It was 2 for 1. Not 2 for 1. It was buy 2 get 1 free, and then I got a third one. The third one was the one that set me back. But I think it's worth it, honestly, because I didn't get to see it at the cinema. I know, Mark, that you did get to see it at the cinema. So that's going to be on my watch list. I've got about 10 movies on my watch list currently that I need to do, plus everything else. First one I'm going to talk about is one of the buy 2 get 1 free. They held me at the counter for ages too. They're like, oh, this movie isn't meant to be on there. I'm like, well, there's a sticker on it, so I don't know what you want to tell me. I didn't put the sticker on it. It's a horror/thriller movie. It's just called Below. So it's not as above, so below. It's Below. It's got fadey writing on it, so it's not great to read. 600 feet below the surface, terror runs deep. Buy 2 get 1 free. German U-boat rescues passengers, and they're not as they seem. I don't think you'll be able to read the back. There's not always a lot of information on the back of these ones. This one has special features as well, which is good. It comes with a slipcover. Who produced this? Does it tell me? VVE. It's VVE. Via Vision. Don't know where the E comes from. But it comes with like a sleeve below. So the idea behind this one is this U-boat rescues... Is it a German U-boat? I don't know if it's a German U-boat. It kind of looks like a German U-boat, but it might not be. A routine mission. Can I get Roddy to focus? Come on, Roddy. I know you don't like the shiny packaging, but you're hurting my feelings right now. What should be a routine mission, rescue mission during World War II, a submarine USS Tiger. Oh no, it's a US submarine. Tiger Shark picks up 3 survivors of a U-boat attack, but for the crew trapped together in the sub's narrow corridors and constricted spaces, the unexpected visitors seem to spark a series of chilling, otherworldly encounters or occurrences. Oh, excuse me. And it just tells you the cast. So it kind of feels like it might be Event Horizon in a submarine. I don't know. But I wanted to get it. You're looking at a $21.98 movie down to... I think it was my free one. The other ones were $25 each, so this was my free one. I got this for free. And they didn't want it for free because they said this wasn't meant to be part of it, but it has a sticker on it. So I don't know. Does that mean it's good? I got no idea. I picked it up. It's going on my Blu-ray collection. I don't care. You can't stop me. The third out of the 4, so 4-3, is the third movie. The third one is the third movie in a trilogy. Apparently, a lot of people say it's not the best one at all of the trilogy. The first movie was X. X. The second movie was Pearl, an X story. And this is the third movie, Maxine. Apparently more of a noir slash slasher. Was it 70s? I actually don't know. I think it's 70s. Can't be 80s, can it? It's 70s. Oh, 80s. Sorry, beg your pardon. 80s. So, same actress. I can't remember her name. And, oh, come on. Don't make the writing so small. Seriously. Yeah, I don't remember her name. She's very pretty. I've heard she's a good actress too. Or actor. Mia Goth. Sorry. I can't remember why I didn't remember. Mia Goth. Mia Goth. This is part of my buy two movies, get one free. Maxine. So you can see XXX, as in part of the X franchise. Yeah, I want to get X, and I do want to get Pearl, the prequel. So it was like movie, prequel, and then sequel. Sort of. 80s. That's what drew me to it. 80s grime, 80s noir, 80s thriller slasher. But a lot of people say it's shit. A lot of people say it's not very good. A lot of people say it's not even a noir. A lot of people say it's not even a whatever they're called, the Italian thriller movies. Anyway, I picked it up, $25. And you can't stop me. Now, this one I'm very intrigued by, and I am a huge fan of Hugh Grant. And I saw the trailers for this, and I really wanted it, and I saw it for $25, and I thought, I'm just going to buy it. I was going to buy that movie about the devil coming out of a possessed girl on the TV series, which now is eluding me because I'm drinking beer. Let's have some more beer so I can forget everything else. I recently bought it for my mate Richard. I was like, oh, I really want to get it myself. I should get it. It was quite cheap. I should have bought it, but I didn't. Instead, I bought, you probably guessed when I say Hugh Grant, Heretic. Because I grew up in a religious background, and I'm not dissing people from any religion, like what you believe is what you believe. I personally believe that. I got no problem with you whatsoever as long as you're a good person. So I'm just going to put that out there. That this movie is right up my alley. Because I don't give a shit about what you believe in. If you're a good person and your religion makes you a better person, man, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. If that makes you a better person, then I like you as a person. If your religion makes you an asshole, then we have a different story on our hands. But this movie is literally about that. Heretic. Hugh Grant, two, I don't know if they're Mormons or something, but they come and visit to spread the word, and he's laid out a labyrinth. I don't know, I've never seen it, so I don't know, but it's a labyrinth of decision-making. It could be scary. Maybe it's demonic, I don't know. Where he makes them question their religion and their faith and their beliefs. Wow. What a great freaking idea for a movie. Now, whether he's a good or a bad person, I'm yet to find out. But Hugh Grant is in this movie as a man laying out traps and labyrinths and mazes. These poor girls are trapped. I'm not saying what he's doing is right, but he's trapped these two girls and he's questioning them on their religion. He's very curious and he leads them down a labyrinth to try to figure out whether they believe in what they believe in. I've been watching this for a while. I haven't seen it, obviously, at the cinema. Everyone else seems to have seen it at the cinema. Mark, have you seen Heretic at the cinema? Please don't give away any spoilers. If you're still awake, please don't give away any spoilers. But did you like it? All you have to write is yes or no. And if you're asleep, that's okay. You can respond tomorrow. No problems. There you go. There's the two girls. It's pretty creepy looking, though. He's mapped out his maze. He's even got a little model of how it's all set out. So under his house, his probably generic looking house, Underneath, down the stairs, he's got doors that lead to subterranean tunnels that take you on a journey of self-discovery. Do you believe in God? Well, you're about to find out. So I picked it up. It's 25 bucks, I do believe. Yep, 25. It was one of my two. Buy two, get one free. You can't stop me. And the last one I picked up, Mark. It's because you told me you loved it. And I do love Godzilla, or Gojira. I do. But I didn't know that this movie was going to be any good. And I picked it up because I heard how good it was from you. I mean, lots of people say it's good. Lots of people say the other Godzilla movies are good. But this is a Japanese Godzilla movie in the Godzilla franchise called Godzilla -1. This is not an easy movie to find. I've been to quite a lot of JB Hi-Fis and looked online. Not a lot available. Now, I got mine for 30 bucks. So I'm glad I got it. But I had to go and look in the international movie section. So I was looking through Godzilla, G, in alphabetical, horror, thriller. I was looking through everything, couldn't find Godzilla -1. Started digging into the international, couldn't find it, kept going back, couldn't find it. I was like, they probably don't do it anymore. That's freaking annoying. Went into JB Hi-Fi one day, went into the international section, found it. Had to put down a couple of movies I was interested in, really good ones that I was interested in. And I got this one because I didn't want to miss out. I wanted to have it because I have heard the trailer looks amazing, but I've heard this is really good. And Mark, I've got to tell you the honest truth. Your love of this movie made me want to buy it. When you said this movie is really good, I had to buy it. So that will beef up my Blu-ray collection. I can start. I'm down to, see, I've got like 3, 1, 2, 3 across. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 down. So 3 across, 9 down. I've got 3 across the top done in Blu-ray. 3 across the top under that done. 2 under that done. 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, and 2. So I need to fill in the second row. What do you mean have not seen? What do you mean have not seen? You've seen Godzilla -1. You said you liked it. I swear to God, unless I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. You said to me you saw Godzilla -1 at the cinema. Come on, man. Please don't do this to me. I'm waiting. I'm waiting live. I'm waiting live, mate. You've seen Godzilla -1, or maybe it's possible. Oh, you liked it. Oh, for a second there, I was like, is this guy gaslighting me or what? I swear to God, I had this conversation. I know you would never gaslight me, by the way, Mark. I swear to God, we had this conversation where you're like, I went and saw Godzilla -1. It was really, really good. I was like, okay, cool. That sounds good. It's going to go on my list of things to look for. And then when you said right there, have not seen, maybe you meant the previous movie. Yeah, when you say have not seen, you got to tell me the movie you haven't seen. Was it Heretic? Oh, I reckon it was Heretic. I reckon it was Heretic. Was it Heretic that you meant haven't seen yet? I've heard so many good things about Heretic, but I think it's Heretic you mean. I think I'm right about that. And it's not the beer making me cocky, though it is making me slightly cross-eyed. I reckon it's Heretic you haven't seen. I wonder what I'm up to. I must be over 2 hours. I've got a funny little segment I'm going to do in a moment. A black and white version of Godzilla -1? No, I haven't seen it yet. No, I haven't seen it yet. Mark said, I take it you haven't seen it yet. They did a black and white version. Why would you do a black and white version for? For what reason? To make it like the old ones? I was going to keep drinking until I couldn't drink anymore. But now that I've finished this line 8.8% mixed with a non-alcoholic beer, I've had 2. Hey, Mark, you're still here. Heretic hadn't seen. Yeah. Man, if you want to watch it and you don't want to go out and look for it, next time we hang out, if you come here, you can watch it with me because I'm really keen to see it. And I would love, you know what I would love? I'd love to see it with someone. And I would love to see it with someone I get along with. So if you're interested, no pressure from me whatsoever. And I'm doing this live, so it's really ridiculous. But you want to see it with someone, I'm more than happy to watch it with you, man, because I'm really curious. And I would be happy to save it until I sit with somebody because it looks really interesting. Godzilla -1 is awesome. Yeah. Well, you put me onto that idea, man, and now I own it, so I'm really stoked. So I believe everything you say. But if you want to watch Heretic, I'm more than happy to see it with you. I'll wait. I don't care. I finished my beer. I don't know why I'm holding my glass like that, but I'm not going to drink anymore. I'm going to do a funny segment. Now, we've done it with all the Blu-rays and physical media. I'm going to be come across as so tipsy in this episode. I'm going to do an episode that I call Dickhead Awards. Are we ready for Dickhead Awards or award? Dickhead Award. You ready, Mark? Somebody pissed me off today just from doing something stupid, and I was like, I'm going to do Dickhead Awards. I don't care. I'm not going to call them out. There's not going to be any faces. There's not going to be any number plates. There's not going to be any personal identifiable information. But if I see a dickhead being a dickhead, I'm calling them out. That's going on here because I'm starting to get real frustrated with dickheads. Sorry, this channel is physical media, but this is the Dickhead Award. You ready? Time to do the Dickhead Award.
Dickhead Award!
Oh, I don't think that there was any sound there. Can I fix the sound? Hang on.
Dickhead Award!
I thought I fixed the sound. Hang on, let me see if I can hear that. Can you even hear that? Hang on a second. I need to fix this. The properties. Nope, that's fine. I need to fix the properties. Advanced. Nah, it's fine. It's working. Chat is a bit wonky. Oh, I don't know what's going on with the chat. But I can't hear this award. Okay, hang on. Let's go back to Roddy Cam.
Dickhead Award!
Oh, boy. Okay, cool. So I'm giving a Dickhead Award. They recolored it to match 50. Ah, the 50s version. Okay, cool. No, that's a good idea. I mean, like, how many physical movies do you want to watch or hold? I get the idea. I guess if you've got no limit to your collection, you could buy the color version and the black and white version. And more power to you. More power to you. Back to the
Dickhead Award!
Yeah, cool. So you can watch Godzilla -1 with me, or you could start with Heretic because you haven't seen it, and I would love to see it because I love Hugh Grant. I like Hugh Grant, older Hugh Grant, rather than younger Hugh Grant, where he's like sounding like I do right now. It's like and I was just I don't know if I can. Now he's like much more paced, like in Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Amongst Thieves. He's just great in it. But if you want to watch Heretic with me, I'm more than happy to. Let's get back to the
Dickhead Award!
All right, so back to the Dickhead Award. I've done it like 5 times now. No, Dickhead Awards. I'm calling this guy out. Now, I've covered his face. You can't really see his face anyway, but I covered what little I could see, and I covered his number plate. So I'm just going to let you know that this guy is a dickhead. The guy's a dickhead. I went to Dan Murphy's to get my drinks tonight. And I parked. And I looked around. I'm like, are you for real? Is this real? Is this guy real? Could you be any more of a cardboard cutout of a human being of your type ever? He drove a BMW and he parked his BMW on an almost right angle to the car park so that he could go and get his alcohol without giving a flying fuck about anyone or anything. Now, there was room in the car park, but it's not the point. We live in a, what has George Costanza said in Seinfeld? You know, we're living in a society here. That's what I felt like saying to him. It doesn't matter if you're in a rush or if there's no cars. We all look after each other. We all do the right thing so that if 20 people decide to pull up suddenly to get beers, you've left them a car park. This is what this guy did. You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? Here's the picture. He came back at the right time. Now, I covered his face. I actually drew over his face. And I drew over his number plate. So you're not going to see who he is. You know, you don't know who he is. This guy turned up in a BMW, parked it sideways, and walked in and bought himself alcohol. Now, I can make this like a bit smaller. You can see the angles of the car park. You can see how he's parked. I don't need to prove myself. But let's just look. He didn't even try. He didn't even fucking try. I'm sorry. I know I sound passive aggressive, but I don't give a shit. When I saw this guy, I walked up as he was getting his car and I shook my head at him and I was going to say, nice parking, mate. Not that it matters. Not that it matters. I was going to say, nice parking, mate. It's like, you know what? You're not worth it. I shook my head at him and I kept walking. He parked like that. I'm sorry, mate. You live in a society. You're a dickhead. You get the dickhead award. Nobody else can park right next to damn movies because you decided to park like that. I took a photo. You're innocent because I've blunked you out. I blunked your number plate out and I've blunked everything else out. But you're a dickhead, mate. I'm sorry. You get the dickhead award for the week. Hopefully I don't have any more dickhead awards, but I'm going to keep my eyes open. And this guy gets the dickhead award. And just so you know, I made my mind up about doing a dickhead award before I started drinking, so it's not the alcohol, just so that you know. But look, for all to see, there you go, mate. You're the dickhead for the dickhead award. Very nice there, mate. That's some nice parking you got going on there. That's a nice Scottish accent you got going on there, BZ. Yeah, well, it's not Scottish. I don't know what it is. Yep, you got the dickhead award. All right, let's move on. I'm about to close up shop, I think. It's quite late, and I am not concentrating anymore because of the beer. Do I have toy talk? I pulled the toy out of a box today, but I can't remember if I've talked about it before. I think I'll leave it. I don't think I'll do toy talk. I have a funny feeling. I don't know if I've talked about it or not. What we can do... Mark, have you got anything else you'd like to add? Is there something you'd like to see, Mr. Mark McBride? Is there something you'd like to hear about? And don't say monkeys. Mr. Mark. I'm going to leave him on the screen as long as possible. What about the Coca-Cola Star Wars that I thought that you got a selection of it, and all I got in my packet, I bought a packet 10, was just Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker. Yeah, I bought one of these, exactly the same as this. It's got like Yoda, it's got Darth Vader and Leia on it, and all I got inside was Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker, equally mixed. I was very disappointed. Should we do what overpriced stuff is on eBay? Anyone want to do that? Anyone? I'll play this. That's not a real video, is it? I could ask you to subscribe if you like hearing a drunk guy. No, I'm not going to get drunk every week. I've had 2 beers. I normally have 1. Forgive me. Can you hear me?
Can you all hear me?
Oh, do
Can
you
you
know what I haven't
all
done? Let's do it now. This
hear
will be
me?
our last thing. This will be our
Can
last
you
thing.
all hear me?
Let's go back to Roddy. Come on. Let's go back to Roddy. I've been drinking. Yes. Sue me. Sue me. I've been drinking. This is what happens when you drink. I'm going to do mail because I remembered I had mail. It's only one thing. I actually ordered something else recently, which is real nostalgic for me from 2006. Also from 2006, not just this movie right here. 2006, I went overseas with my girlfriend, which is now my wife. And when we traveled, we went to South America. We went to New Zealand, South America, Chile, Mexico, Brazil, Mexico, and then Europe and a whole bunch of places. But when I was in Chile, I stopped in, no, was it Chile? No, it wasn't Chile. It was in Spain. Sorry, beg your pardon. When I was in Spain, I stopped in Barcelona. I was in Barcelona and I went to a bookstore because I'd already brought a book and I'd already finished it. I wanted to read a book and I knew there was a book out by Mr. Sean Astin of Goonies fame about his experiences during The Lord of the Rings called There and Back Again. And I bought it and I read it on my travels, but I couldn't carry it with me forever. So I had to pass it on. Actually, I have a funny feeling. No, I think I'm wrong. I think I bought it in New Zealand. I think I read it because I think I left it somewhere in either Mexico or Spain, one of the two places. But I loved it. I loved it. And though he is obviously a challenging individual to work with because of his very particular ways of doing things, I loved the book. Loved the book. And I had to leave it behind when I was traveling because it was too heavy. I've reordered it. So when it arrives, we'll have a chat about it. In the no monkey news, Mark. No monkey news. No monkey news. Okay, stop asking. God damn it, Mark. God. You would think, man, that I have nothing but monkey news for you, but I gotta tell you something. Get over yourself. Like, honestly, you need help. All right, sorry. So we're going to talk about that next time. But in the meantime, we're going to have mail, and mail is going to be about one thing that I ordered. I ordered this on a whim, but I'd heard of it before, and I wanted it, but I managed to find it kind of cheap. So let's have a chat about mail. If I can find my mail bumper, here it is. Let's go mail now. Go! Welcome to mail. It's not female, sorry. It's not female. No monkey news, Mark. No monkey news tonight. You can have some ran news. Stimpy, you idiot. But you can't have monkey news because I don't have any monkey news. All right, we've got this one. I'm not going to dox the person or me because they put their full address on it. I got this. My address is on the front. This guy's address is on the back. I ordered this because, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of old 80s, early 90s movies. I don't know if this is any good or not. I've heard that it's pretty fun. Haven't done a lot of deep dives. And I think it's kind of modern. Is it kind of modern? I don't know if it's kind of modern. I don't even know if I'm saying the word modern correctly. And there's no monkey news, Mark. I don't know what my accent is. What year is this? Freaking hell. Year 2014. This is a 2014 movie with bubble stuff in it. This has to be good. Has to be good. I've heard so many good things. And why wouldn't you watch a movie? You ready, Mark? Oh, too many yawns. You ready, Mark? Do you like werewolf movies? It's all right. I'll wait. Mark, do you like werewolf movies? Mark. 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 Do you like werewolf movies? I'm going to wait until you respond, because I'm going to tell you what this movie is. I know you're awake and you're probably doing something really important. I know you like monkey movies, but do you like werewolf movies? I got a movie here. A movie right here. I take it as a yes. I'm going to take it as a yes because I know you do like some werewolf movies. Mr. Mark McBride. Here's this movie I bought from 2014. That looks... What a great movie. Okay, I want you to think about a werewolf movie and then mix that with RoboCop. Well, not really mix it with RoboCop, but mix it with a cop movie. Werewolf movie and a cop movie. Werewolf movie, cop movie. Werewolf movie, cop movie. What would you get? Sorry, it's the alcohol talking. I'm going to be annoying. It is... Yes, you saw it here first. Wolf Cop. I literally laughed when I heard about this movie, and I didn't hear about it yesterday or before I ordered it. I heard it way before when I ordered it. I just remembered it. And I was like, man, far out. I've got to buy this movie. It's got to be good. He's a guy that becomes a werewolf, but he's a cop, and he keeps being a cop when he's a werewolf. That's got to be good, right? You can't go wrong. Could you really go wrong? Look at it. Look, could it go wrong? It can't go wrong. Wolf Cop is a real genre movie pleasure. Bloody, funny, action-packed, and pretty smart. Wolf Cop is destined to become a cult phenomenon. That's why I bought it. That perfect blend of horror and comedy. Original and borderline insane. Yes. Mark responded, yes. He said, see, this is where I wish we were in the same room together because I could get you to do your natural accent. I can't do that. So I've got to do a mixture of Scottish, Welsh, Cornish, and Irish, maybe. Yes. No, I can't do it. Yes. Yes. Yes, he said yes. He likes werewolf movies. This is Wolf Cop. Come on. I don't know why chats take so long to show up. There might be some delay, Mark. There might be some delay. And on behalf of chat and YouTube and the algorithm and YouTube being a bunch of assholes, I do apologize. I do apologize. But Wolf Cop. Come on, look at that cover. I would have bought this just for the cover alone. 2014, 11 years ago. 11 years ago, Wolf Cop was made. I know American Werewolf in London is one of your top movies. I actually bought that on Blu-ray not that long ago. Just because I wanted it on Blu-ray and I didn't want it on DVD. But look, Wolf Cop. Come on, man. Let me read you the back of it. Hang on. If there's enough there for me to read. It's in red, so it's going to be hard. I have to take the I have to be Russian hacker and take the glasses off. Deputy Lou Garou spends most night shifts at the local police station. I don't know what that means. Soused. S-O-U-S-E-D. Soused? Sourced? He casually neglects his duties as an officer of the law in a one-stoplight small town run by drug traffickers. On a fateful evening, after hitting the bottle hard, Garou ends up in the woods, the unwilling participant of an occultism ritual. Not before long, and in a glorious grisly details, he transforms into a werewolf and finds with it a deadly new self-confidence. Now imparted with heightened senses, Garou takes to fighting crime with a vengeance, sniffing out the scent left behind at murder scenes, bullying bad guys and taking back the town as well as the night is the animal magnetism he has over the ladies. Featuring spectacular retro FX, special effects, hilarious one-liners, and over-the-top violence, Wolf Cop delivers a raucous yarn of comedy horror with an action hero worthy of his hair-raising adventure. Bit like Dogman. You reckon it's a bit like Dogman? Wolfen cool. Bit like Dogman. Yeah. But look at that cover. That is the most... Yeah, sorry, there's a big delay, Mark. It could be me. It could be the algorithm. It could be your location in the hills. I don't know. I do apologize, Mark. I don't know how many times I would need to apologize, but I'm sorry. I apologize. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. But look at that cover. Doesn't that remind you of late 80s, early 90s, maybe in like the late 90s, early thousands covers? I'm stretching it, I think, with that. But that looks great. Oh, my God. It's like when they made that movie, it was based on RoboCop. So you remember RoboCop, obviously. They made this movie called Robo Vampire, and the cover literally had a RoboCop. It looked exactly like RoboCop, except he was a robotic vampire. That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of the Wolf comedy series with Michael J. Fox. Except he's a cop. Anyway, that's the last thing I'm going to show you. I think it's about time for me to wind up because I've actually rambled more than I've actually done anything else in this show tonight. And I want to thank you all for being here for that ramble. It is now getting close to 3:30. It is 3:30. It's 3:30 in the morning. I was hoping to be done by 2. I love being here for all of you, but I think I need to wind this down before I get no time to do any watching at all. And I've got plenty of Blu-rays here to watch to make sure I get some of that weekend time in, the special time that we need with our movies. So I'm going to say thank you very much. Don't forget to please, if I can find my bumper, please, super please. Oh my God, where is it? Subscribe. One small subscription from you, one small like, one small comment makes a huge difference to me as a small channel. So please go ahead and share with your friends. Subscribe, unsubscribe later, no big deal, all good. I don't care. If you want to subscribe or unsubscribe, it's completely in your ballpark of what you want to do. But everything makes a difference to me as a small channel. I have 148 subscribers. I was so close to meeting 150 and I didn't. So anybody who wants to subscribe or leave a comment or like or unlike, thumbs down. You can give me a thumbs down if you don't like me. If I talk too much, feel free to give me a thumbs down. Thank you so much for being here. And Mark, great to have you, mate. I'm surprised. I hope I'm not keeping you up. I really hope I'm not keeping you up with my 2 teardrop glasses. Mark, what are these, Mark? Are these teardrop glasses? Are these schooners, but they look different? It feels like a pint, but it's probably not a pint. I don't know, but I had 2 of them. 8% beer that's been diluted. But thank you very much for being here. And stay tuned because the next weekend we'll make it to 30 episodes of the Dooom vlog. 30. And then we can do another one after that. I don't know how to celebrate 30 episodes. I've been promising a competition or something to sort of kick something off there, but we'll work towards it. I've got some Star Wars movies I could do as a competition. You know, like the original 2D animations. Maybe we can do that. Either way, keep your ear to the ground about the Astor Theatre. Sorry, I keep saying Astor Theatre. The Astor Film Bazaar. As soon as I know information about whether I've been accepted as a vendor, I will let you know. I would love it if I do become a vendor that you do come and visit. I do know that Richard will want to hang out with me on that day. Maybe if I do get through, maybe Mark might want to drop by. I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out. I have other friends in America who can't make it, obviously, because they're in America. But, yeah, if I find out, I'll let you know. And when I let you know, you can decide if you want to pop down or not. It's going to be fun either way. Thanks for another great show. Thank you, Mark, or AKA Fish Slayer, his other second account. That I think, did your son make you that account? I don't remember. You told me some story about it. But thank you so much for being here, Mark. Man, like having somebody in the chat always makes me happy. Might have to get somebody in the studio as well, and we can have a bit of banter back and forth. Won't have to rely on the old liquor to fill the gap. All right, guys, thank you so much for a sterling episode. I hope I haven't rambled in your ear too much about the same old, same old. I've told you a few stories tonight. I've bared my soul to you about a few things. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have. I don't know. Either way, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. That's what I'm here for. Have a chat. Have a good one, guys. Appreciate all of your efforts. Now, how do I normally end my episodes? Good night, Roddy, by the way, Rotten Roddy. And good night to Mark. And good night to the other person that didn't make themselves known, but watched for quite a lot of the episode. What do I normally say at the end of each episode? I normally say, don't forget to dig your donkeys. Dig your donkeys donuts and wreck your rabbits. Oh, I've got no other R's left. Wreck your rabbits. Ranchero. Root berries? That's not a weird bird. That's not a real word. Wreck your rabbits. Just wreck your rabbits. Let's leave it at that. And wreck your rabbits. No, please don't wreck your rabbits. Actually, I feel bad about that now. Don't wreck your rabbits. Ignore the last one. Do the first one, ignore the last one. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. I'm going to stop rambling. No more beer for me. Have a good night. We'll see you on the next Doom Vlog, episode 30, next Saturday. What is next Saturday's date? Eastern Standard Time? Oh, do I not have a date on my screen? Why is my screen not giving me a date? This is crazy. All right, I have to use my iPhone for all the hard work. 26. Saturday, 26th of October. We'll see you for another Doom Vlog, episode 30. Take care, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, 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 bye. Later.